turn on the chat. Oh, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing today? How's everybody on this beautiful Sunday? Hey MD, how are you? Hola, Gaming Comb. Thanks for you guys for joining. Let's go. Hello, Aileen. Welcome back. How are you doing? Good to see you again. I'll be falling asleep while watching the stream.
I'm no
It is kind of late for a lot of people, and I realize this. Oh, I wish I had better times to stream, but I guess so is life. I can't really stream any other time, sadly, so I'm glad that I could help you out there falling asleep. It is 4 a.m. right now. Oh, brother, it is 4 p.m. over here. That is crazy. Oh, goodness. That always surprises me, the 4 a.m. I'm always curious if people are waking up at that time or falling asleep at that time, if you're here. Oh, well. How are you? I am doing alright myself, MD. I am doing wonderful today. Had a nice little run in the morning. Feeling good. I also, this last Friday, so 2 days ago, I finally got a Switch 2. So as you can imagine, I am excited. Oh man, hello Aju, hello. Welcome to the stream. I just barely woke up. Oh, Jesus. That is very early, but hey, that's a lot better than those that I have heard stay up that late. They stay up until 4 a.m. That is wild. That is wild to me. At least you're waking up. That's more reasonable. That is more reasonable. You, sir, must plead guilty. Never. Never. You will have to catch me alive first. Hi, and how are you doing? Did I miss something? No, you did not. The stream just started. It just started, and I'm a little excited because I have not touched the K437 for about 2 months, or the 725, ever since that last stream that I did on the 725 double barrel shotgun. And I know they have made changes to both of those. So I'm very excited to see what we're finally going to be able to improve there. I've been working on finishing up the rest of the builds. I've been working on finishing up with the marksman rifles and the sniper rifles, and there's only... Let me check my list real quick here. I only really have the R93, the M700, and the SR9. Yeah, just those. Just of the last few weapons that I have to record and edit, and we're good. After that, every single weapon in the game will have a finished build, so I'm excited for that. That's why I've been focusing on the marksman rifles and the snipers, and then I'll move on to reviewing the old ones depending on the patches, things like that. It's good. I'm excited. It is finally happening. That has been a major goal ever since the beginning, and I can't believe it's almost taken a full year to really get it all done. That is crazy. I played the SR25, then the Mini 14, and now I'm trying the SVD. You really enjoy marksman rifles, Aileen. Wow. I'm surprised, actually. I'm actually very surprised at the amount of views that the marksman rifles and the sniper rifles have gotten. I did not expect them to be as popular as they turned out to be. Yeah, sure, some of them are not as popular. That is kind of what I expected. But something like the SR25, Mini 14, those have definitely gotten many more views than I thought they would, which is crazy. That is crazy to me. Nice. That's really good to know. Good, just missed 2 live stream. Yep, that is true. One of them was not a Delta Force live stream, though, if I remember correctly. That was last week, I think. It was like Dune or something, which, not gonna lie, very good game. I've been playing it with a couple of friends at night. Dune, very good game. But Delta Force is the one for me. Oh yeah, I blame you. Alright, fine, I'll take it. I'll have to take it. I tried your SVD build. It is good. Yes, okay, good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm not a big fan of marksman rifles and sniper rifles, so it has taken me a little bit longer than usual because I've had to switch up my gameplay style, how I build them. I've had to switch everything up. Oh, God, I just hit my knee on my desk. I got a little too excited there. But I've had to switch everything up. So I'm very happy that you guys are actually enjoying things like the SVD, because that one was actually very hard for me. I don't know what it was, maybe I was just having a bad day, but that SVD was very hard to actually to complete. It took me a lot of hours on that one, so I'm very happy to hear that is working out well for you guys, for sure. Very happy about that. I love that. New gun. No new gun. This is an older gun. This one came out well, it came out last season. Well, this season, I guess, right? It already came out a while ago, but it was only available to unlock in Warfare during the mid-season update, and then there was a patch. That's the patch that we're worrying about today. That is why I want to do this revision, because I have not really looked at it ever since. Let me see if I can find it here, the K437. Here we go. This patch right here, which I believe was last month, about a month ago, I believe it was, and I have not done a revision to the weapon yet. So that is why I want to do that today. And then towards maybe in the last hour of the stream, you know what time it is. Oh yeah, challenges. Okay. Let's go over here. So they're not new weapons, but they did change them relatively recently. It was a while ago. I just have not done a revision for them yet. Plead guilty. At some point, I guess I have to. Bro, I love your SG552, but it's an aimbot gun build. Hey, if you can aim well with the SG552, it goes crazy. Aimbot or not, it just goes crazy. It goes crazy. Glad you like it. Glad you like it. Sandstorm. You know, that just reminds me of the Rude Sandstorm. That's the only thing that I can think of as soon as you said that. Your MP5 build from a while back is still one of my favorites. Ooh, hell yeah. Oh, good. Because that one was hard too. That one was another weapon. You know what, actually, now that I think of it, I should probably do a live stream one of these days where I go stat by stat, trying to exactly figure out frames, trying to exactly figure out what each stat does, so that I can show you, right? Because I already have an intuition from building all these things, and I have done some testing, but I really want to get a little bit more detailed, so it might actually be a good idea, because the MP5, that MP5 build that I made, was purely based on fire instability being kind of like a random pattern, so there's a little deviation on the recoil pattern. Whenever you shoot the weapon, you'll notice that the recoil is never exactly perfect. It's never exactly the same as you see here. And that would be due to the fire instability. That was kind of what it was based on, and ever since I've done a lot more testing, and it is still like that, but I haven't shown it to you guys. So maybe one of these days I want to do something like that. So I'm very glad that that MP5 build is still working out well for you. I love that. In SEA, PSG is meta build right now. Really now? I did not expect the PSG to be meta, but then again, I have seen some matches where there's just 1,000 Lunas on the enemy team. That makes sense, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm playing the SG502 build still and getting me good numbers. Oh, I bet. That thing has such a high fire rate that even if you miss, the practical time to kill, it's good. It's still good. It is so much better. If you miss, your time to kill might go from 300 to like 305 milliseconds, whereas if you miss with another gun, your time to kill goes from like 280 to 300 already. You miss again, you're already at like 315. So it's very good in the practical time to kill. So that's very good. That's very good. SG552 still a great weapon. Bro, what was the weapon in your hand right now? It is the SVD. It's actually the same one from the last video, because I had to get some clips to get the video out. So I just, so I had to get the clips, and this is what I was using. I haven't played it since yesterday, until now. Now I'm playing again, but this was the weapon. Oh my god, what is water? Just nice, cold, crisp water. Tastes so good. All guns are from your video builds. Ooh, hell yeah. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. I'm so very happy that the videos are out there enough, that you guys actually like them enough to make them popular. I love that. What is the meta weapon in this season? You know, it's kind of hard, right? Because the SMG-45 has been the meta weapon for pretty much every season. But every gun in the game is good. Pretty much every weapon in the game, especially a couple like the CR19, the M4, the Kart 15, where's the other one? The AK-12. Things like they're all very good. So it just kind of depends on your playstyle, which one you feel is best. That is the thing, that they can all fight against each other and all do really well. But the SMG-45 has every single stat. Every single one of them. The SMG-45 just pretty much has it all. So that probably would still be the meta weapon. The QCQ also, though. And this one's absolutely insane, too. But the SMG-45 just does it all. All of it. Where am I? Can we squad up and play? Where are you from, Haji? Because, I only ask, because if the ping is above 180, it absolutely sucks. It does not make for a good game. So if you are anywhere closer, let's say that you're maybe 4 hours away from me or something like that, you know, I'm in NA, then it's fine. Then the ping is usually highest is like 150, which is fine. But any further than that, I kind of start having issues. Like it looks a little funny, actually. It's a little crazy. But I'm good up to 150. I don't mind that. Wish I could play it too, but it's so late. Yeah, no, let's not destroy your sleep. Let's not do that. Yeah, that's not a good idea to actually get a good game in while just going to sleep. Like right before going to sleep, that is never a good idea. I don't blame you. I hate it when I destroy my own sleep pattern. It just sucks. I really hate it. So I don't blame you. I do not blame you. I watched your AS Valve shorts. Where is the gun code? It is in the actual video. I always, with these shorts, part of the reason why I do them like that is so that people actually, well, I don't know. I probably won't be able to show it here, but when I upload one of these shorts, I actually turn off the check mark that says to show it to my subscribers and people that watch me, that type of thing, to not show a notification to them, because I specifically want those shorts to go out to people who have not seen my videos. And then I link the video in the short, that way they can actually get the full explanation, because the short will not do it justice. That's why I will never post a gun code in the short. I really won't do that, because it won't explain why or anything, so you can't really make any edits according to your own playstyle, and you'll either love the build or hate the build. There wouldn't be any nuance in the middle, and I like nuance. So what I do is I link the video on that short, and that, you know, you can just click, and then you will find the code in the actual video itself. You will find it in the description, but at least there's a higher chance that you actually pay attention to the reason why I've done the thing. That is why the code is not in the short. Use the double pump. The double pump. The double pump. I'm assuming you're talking about the double barrel, and I will. That is definitely going to get used. As soon as I am done yapping, I will definitely use that. Are you building the K437? Yes, I am. I'm doing a revision for it because I've not touched it ever since the last one. Because I've been focusing on all the marksman rifles and the sniper rifles. I've been focusing on that, and this was the latest build that I have. And I know that these changes, which I have somewhere over here, if I can find them, right here. It's in this page. I'll show you in a little bit. After these changes, I have not made any revisions, so that is what we're doing today. We're gonna revise it. Revise it. Oh, yeah. I saw your Mario Kart stream posters around Oakland. I thought it was today. No, not today. Man, there's really some marketing geniuses out there working for me, huh? That is crazy. I love that. Yeah. I would love to see one of these Oakland posters. I don't even know about them. What do you think about shotguns? I think most of them are bad, except for the M870 and the S12K. I'm not gonna lie, well, actually, they did fix this. In this patch that we're going to be reading through, they did actually do some pretty good needed changes for the 725. They did do that. So this is actually better now, but the M10, don't like it. The 725, a little bit better than the M10, in my opinion, but not the best. S12K, best one, as long as you're using Byron. M870, if you can actually aim. This is great. So that's kind of how the shotguns go. Most of them, it's just a hit or miss with most of them. This one, because it's semi-automatic, it's pretty much an automatic weapon that you can just have 24 rounds in, which is crazy. And then this one, you actually have range. Those are the only two that one should actually use at this point, I think. I know some people actually really like the M10, but I can't do it. I can't do it too much. It's good, but not that good. I'd rather use the other ones. And show you your updated M4A1 loadout. The most updated that I have done is the one that I have on my latest M4 loadout. I have not done an update because they have not updated the weapon. Like, the devs have not updated the weapon. Therefore, I don't really see a reason to make an update because nothing has changed. So, I just have the normal, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this one here, actually. From a while ago, too, which is crazy. I just realized how long ago this update was. There just has not really been any changes to the M4 aside from just a little bit of a range drop. I think they dropped it by like 5 meters, and it really didn't make any difference. So I didn't make an update. I don't really like the idea. I don't know. I've seen some people out there. I'm seeing some people out there that even when they don't do updates to the weapon, or there's nothing new that has happened, and then they release update videos or new builds that are just worse than the previous build, so it doesn't really make any sense. I don't want to do that. That's why I haven't really done any updates to M4 here. Mr. Owl, how do you fare this morrow? I fare great. I'm very well. Thank you so much, Uncut, for asking. Brothers since birth, apparently. How are you, Uncut Wiener? How are you? How are you doing today? Nice and covered today. I'll be falling asleep soon. Have a good stream and good night, everybody. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Thanks for coming on the stream just for a little bit. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. My ping is like 75 to 85. No, that's fine. I mean the distance from you and I, right? So I'm in NA. I'm in the US. Florida, to be specific. And if I party up with somebody from, let's say, India, my ping would be about 200, which is unplayable at that point. That is actually just straight up unplayable. Playable is up until about 150, but anything past that, it starts getting crazy. So that's what I meant, Haji. That is what I meant. Opinion on the next season operator. I actually kind of like how she looks. I thought she was going to be a lot crazier than she was. After we watched the trailer, I realized that she really wasn't. That paralyzing thing was not going to be as crazy as I really had in mind. So it might be a lot better than I really expected. We'll have to see. I might even get to test her a little bit early, so I will let you know. I might. We'll see. I will definitely let you know. For now, she looks alright. She looks useful. I'm not very happy that she is an assault class. That is something that I'm not happy about. Because I thought that they would come out with a third recon or a third support. I did not expect a fourth assault. I did not expect that. So, who knows? They got numbers behind the scenes, so they're making these decisions based on that, is what I assume. I just really thought there would be like a third support and a third recon or something, but so it is. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens with that one, especially if I get to test her a little bit early. Are we expecting a new season for Delta Force also happening Sunday? Well, I hope everything is well. Everything is wonderful. I hope you are doing wonderful yourself, Cat DDR. What a name. I love the DDR part, actually. That's kind of funny to me. I'm doing alright. Happy Sunday. And we are definitely expecting a new season. It's actually coming out, I believe, July 11th? I believe? Let me see. 9 days. What is that in calendar days? If I could open up my thing, maybe it would tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Yeah, 10 days. 10 days, more or less. Okay, so around like Thursday, I think it's the new season. It's like Wednesday or Thursday. I actually totally forgot. But yes, we are expecting it, and I am going to be playing the shit out of it. So we will see. ASVAL and ASVAL. That is your ASVAL code. Perfect. Thank you very much. There we go. You guys want it? There it is. Yunha posted it. Perfect. Exactly, this is the reason why I only watch your weapon build videos. When you explain it, it really feels like you know what you were talking about. Perfect. Thank you very much, Jumpy. Because I do spend so many damn hours on it. Thank you so much, Jumpy. And the thing is, I actually don't want to get too detailed into builds because I feel that that kind of gets boring for people. So I don't want to get too detailed either. So I try to like summarize it a little bit more, even if, which is crazy to say, I guess, because whenever I watch my videos back, whenever I edit them, I'm always thinking that I'm just yapping a lot, but then I can't get rid of any of the information because it's hopefully useful to you guys. So I'm glad that it is. I appreciate that you think so too. Thank you very much, Jumpy. Thoughts on the dual wield leaks for the next patch? What? I don't even what? Dual wielding SMGs or go for the SMG katana build? I swear, I feel like you're watching the wrong game, Davisito. I love how I just said that, Davisito. I think you're watching the wrong game. I don't know. I feel like there's no it. The hell do I even? Where'd you see that? Where'd you see that at? Huh? Now I want to know. Now I want to know. Can I share mine for the K437? Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm gonna be testing as long as it's related to the 725 and the K437. I will do it for sure. For sure. Share it, Yunha. I gotcha. S12K full auto is meta on mobile. You know, actually, I had a comment. Mention how to make it work on mobile, my build, right? Because I told people not to use the auto stock, the bump fire stock. I told them not to use it because the fire rate is so low. It is 300 rounds per minute. You can do that super easily just by clicking, right? Like you hear it, that's already 300 a minute, right? I hope you were able to hear that. My mouse there. If not, then I just sounded crazy. But 300 rounds per minute is super easy to get, at least on PC. If you're on mobile, I had a comment, and I didn't think about this beforehand. I had a comment that mentioned that it's actually really hard to get that kind of RPM on mobile. So it makes sense why the bump fire stock is actually useful on mobile. I didn't even think about that until the comment. So that actually makes a lot of sense. So I think I give an alternative for having the bump fire stock because it messes with the rest of the stats. So that actually makes a lot of sense. If you use the 4-finger hooded, then the hipfire S12K is actually better still. 4 fingers on a mouse? That is crazy to me. I mean, not a mouse, sorry. A phone. Man, that would be wild. I can't even imagine my fingers being able to cooperate enough to do that. What do you think the best operator is? Personally, I actually think it's this guy right here, Mr. D-Wolf. At least for fun, right? Well, actually, no. Sorry. Okay. There's got to be different categories because it depends. For best for what? If it is the best to win, I think it is Toxic. And she, to me, has been the best one if you ever want to win. But it highly depends on how the match is going. If you have a lot of vehicles, then the best one is going to be Allura. If you have yeah, actually, no, that's about it. Yeah, just these two. Just these two. Toxic and Allura. If you have a match full of Toxics and Alluras, maybe like 2 Lunas, oh, I think that would be crazy. You just wouldn't lose. I think that's how that would go. These are a bit more selfish, but fun. I just really like D-Wolf because he can heal up by himself, so he doesn't really need a healer to be around him, so he can just heal. And he can run really fast, and that's nice. That's about it. But realistically, I actually just think Toxic is the best one, but it just highly depends on the actual match itself. Most of the time, there's going to be too many vehicles, so you need an engineer or two, at least 1 or 2. Honestly, I just play this game casually, not enough to try playing with 4 fingers. Yep. No, that makes sense. 4 fingers sounds like a great way to get arthritis. I don't even understand how you could do that. Soon enough, though, I'm sure, because they did announce, finally, ring the alarms. Hooray, yippee, you know what I mean, right? This? Yeah, that noise. They finally announced the console release on August 19th. It is happening. It's already in the marketplace. They have it ready. And they're going to be doing an open beta thing, if I remember correctly, like next month, if I remember correctly. So we're going to have it in console soon. So you know what that might mean? It might mean that we'll soon be able to use, well, I don't really do it, but to anyone that does play the game on mobile, I'm sure that soon you will be able to use the controller on your mobile phone. It'll actually have a controller support, which will be very cool. I'm actually excited for that because that influx of console players That's going to be huge, I think. I think that's going to be the biggest thing for the game. Right after the console release, of course. I mean, sorry, the mobile release, because everybody has a phone. Everybody has a phone. Let me make sure that I have this selected, so I don't. I'm just talking to you guys. I'm just yapping. I totally forgot what I was doing here. Okay, bro. I got the D-Wolf skin in the second attempt without any investment, although I don't use it because I use Viren. Oh, no, wait. Now you gotta use D-Wolf. Now you gotta use it, right? Bro, in India, my ping is 60. Yes, because there are servers close to you. What happens when you match with other people, so let's say that you're in my party, it would pick a server somewhere close to both of us, like it'll average it out. So the ping might be like 180 for me because I'm not in India, right? Like I'm far as shit. I'm very far from from India or like Thailand or Vietnam, right? Like I'm so far that my ping to those servers is insane. So whenever I hit somebody, the hit doesn't register for about like a minute. Like it's insane. It's crazy. Yo, Ox, how are you doing? I'm doing great, Frenicas. How are you? Thanks for stopping by the stream. How are you? What a nice Sunday. And I'm yapping too much. Let me actually start something here. I think she will be better in Assault and move Knox to Recon. Yeah, no, actually, that would probably make sense. I could see that. I could see that. I could see it. Man, I like your M249 build. Ooh, perfect, perfect. Thank you very much. Hell yeah, I love that. That's one of the harder ones for me to build. That was actually a pretty hard one because there were so many options to pick from, and I don't use the M249 that much, so I'm glad that it worked out. Oh, I keep forgetting to claim this. It's been a while now. I claimed all the other ones, but I didn't claim that one. Nice. Ox, the new assault rifle will be available for the medic class. Makes me really happy since I'm a Stinger main. Ooh, yes. His new skin will be for the battle pass also. How did you already know this? This is crazy. That is the type of stuff that I didn't even check. I probably should, huh? Yeah, no, I didn't even know about the skin, and I did not know that AR was going to be for the medic class. That's actually really good news. Thank you for sharing that, Gookin. I did not know. Are there bots in Delta Force? Yes, if you are in South America, and I think it was in the Philippines, maybe? In SEA, if I remember correctly. Not in NA, not in EU. There's no bots in either one of those. I like to put them when suppressing fire. Yes, yes, yes. It makes sense. It makes sense. That's what the gun is for sure. What are your thoughts on the new gun, the AM-17? I have not actually seen how it handles. I've been waiting because there's a high chance that I'm able to test it beforehand, right before it comes out. So I've been wanting to not form opinions on it because I haven't really seen the stats, right? Like it never does it justice whenever I see someone else using it because they are most likely controlling the recoil. Like I've seen some videos of people posting builds and then they don't show the recoil by itself without controlling it. So it doesn't give me enough data. It doesn't give me enough information to really form a good opinion. So I actually kind of stay away from looking at the new stuff aside from the actual picture of the weapon itself, which I have never seen before. I've never seen an AM-17 before, so I have no idea. This is the first time me seeing it, which is pretty cool. I think it looks cool. There's that much. I can say that much. K437 from Yunha. All right, let's see what that looks like here. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Okay, interesting, interesting. I'm gonna save that over here. It'll be useful for when I am about. Well, I'm about to start now. Yunha. I'm about to stop yapping. I keep yapping. Okay. There we go. Have you tried the PTR-32? Oh, yes, I have, and I actually have a build out for it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Man, I love the gunplay of this game. I wish I had a TDM smaller map mode. Yeah, the closest that we have to that is Blitz. That is the closest thing that we have to that. And I can't really say that it compares. I actually really do wish that we had a team deathmatch mode also. I would love that. That was in Battlefield 3. I actually really enjoyed those servers. That it was like on the shipyard map, and it was just team deathmatch around the big crates, like the containers. That I love that idea, and I wish I would do it here because what you're saying is true. The animations, the gunplay, the smoothness of the game is very good. I actually prefer this game so much more. I don't even know how people actually like 2042 that much, but it felt clunky. 2042 felt super clunky. This game actually feels very smooth, which is what I like. That's why I keep playing it instead of 2042. So I would be very happy if they did a TDM, and to where I can really use the gunplay. I can really just focus on that the whole time. You think 4 fingers is crazy? The people who play with 6 fingers on tap, what? Bro, I mean, on too much going. What do you mean 6 fingers? How do you even possibly play with what is? I need to know what this looks like. I'm looking this up. Hold on, let me put this over here. 6 fingers on tablet gaming. Let me see what the. Is this even the right thing to type? How does that work? What? No way somebody's hands do this. Is there a way that I can just look at this image without... What the hell just opened? Oh my god. Anyways. What is this? No way people play like this. No way. I refuse to believe this. How do you control your fingers like this? Am I old? How do you control your fingers? That is wild. That is absolutely insane. I don't know how one would do that. I don't know. I don't get it. Oh my god. People use 7-finger HUD. How are these even options? That is... I don't even know how these are options. I would probably do like 2 fingers? I mean, the max I could probably do is 2, no? Maybe 3? Right? Like my index finger on the right and then the 2 thumbs. I don't know if I would ever be able to use a 4th already. Oh my god, that is crazy to me. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the new maps coming in this new season? Okay, the new maps I actually really like. I do like that little island thing they got going on. I love that idea, and I can't wait for it to be released. I actually thought that it was going to release this season, so I'm very excited for it to release this next upcoming season. There's seems to be a lot of water stuff that's going to happen, which I will be excited about, because they already have a pretty good foundation, given that they have those battleships that you have to go into Ascension, that you... Well, not battleships, I guess, but like, what do you even call them? Types of ship that you use to invade a beach, right? That. So they already have that, so they already have a good foundation. I'm really curious what that's going to be like. I'm excited. I personally use 3 fingers going to 4. Yeah, see, there we go, Shelton. You, my good sir, are a normal person. I don't know how the hell anybody uses more than that. That is crazy to me. That is crazy to me. I feel like when building really became a thing in Fortnite, I started getting carpal tunnel or something. Like, so I can't imagine doing that with a tablet on a game like this. That is crazy. How do people use 7 fingers? Yeah, no, I have no idea. I don't know. These people, they might be using a third hand. A third hand has to be involved. Is there a possibility to play with you together later on PC? Absolutely. I'm going to be streaming for about... Jesus, I just realized I've been yapping for 30 minutes, but I'm going to be streaming for about another 2 hours. So there will absolutely be ways to play. We could literally just get on right now if you're on PC, and especially if you're actually near me. Near me is all I need. Not in the opposite side of the world to play. I can do a match or 2 like that, but it's a little bit hard to really play with extremely high ping. I can go up to like 150 ping, that's fine. That's fine. But past that, it's a little messy. What's good, Unk? What is good, Alexis? How are you? I'm never gonna be able to get away from the Unk allegations from you. I saw you in the comments. I haven't responded yet, but I saw that today. Apparently, I actually remember your exact comment too. You said to get away from the Unk jokes. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that, Alexis. Yeah. I read them when I get the notification on my phone, and then I get to reply to them hours later when I actually have time. But I don't even remember making an Unk joke. I don't even remember that. That's crazy. They made a live stream on Thursday on the gameplay preview of the new Warfare map. It shows Toxic using the new gun, and Stinger skin being on the battle pass was pronounced today on Instagram. Aha! See, there it is. There it is. Yeah, okay. I only tuned into the stream for like a little bit because I didn't have enough time to really see any more than like 10 minutes of it, sadly. So I was actually gonna hop on for a summary of it. I was actually gonna look at a summary of the stream probably tonight, and I don't have Instagram, so I just so I would have never known that. I'm glad you told me that, Gook, and I'm glad someone else is looking. Perfect. I play with 5 fingers on my phone. I don't get it, man. I don't know how you're doing it. I don't know how you're doing it. What do your fingers look like after you do that for enough time? Do they like change physically? Do your fingers change physically? That's crazy. My sister play like that using thumb cover. The thumb cover I actually understand because I feel like your skin would not as easily slide as, you know, having some kind of fabric on it. That actually I get it. But I don't get being able to use so many fingers. How do you even hold the phone while doing it? You have 10 fingers. You gotta use at least 3 of them to hold the phone. How do you hold the phone with the other 2 fingers or tablet? Like I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. Looks like carpal tunnel. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, Jude. That's exactly what I'm thinking. How are you? I'm doing all right, Alexis. I'm doing all right myself. How are you, Alexis? How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Beaching boats. Yeah, there you go. I didn't know that that was an actual term. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like a made-up term. It's like saying beach, but like the action of a beach. That's very funny. I did not know that that was an actual term. So thank you. I appreciate that. I don't have enough neural to muscle connectivity to play with 4 fingers. Right. Okay, I don't know about. Yeah, I feel like playing with 4 fingers you can practice and get good at, right? Like if you're one of us elders, apparently I'm an uncle now. You might be able to work up to 4. I just don't see any more than that. I don't get it. I sent you a friend request. I accepted it. Jumpy. You're from the EU. That is perfect. That is perfect. Then we can definitely play together pretty well. See, I remember your name was like, here we go. So, there we go. Let me. Oh, wait. The opposite. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that timing. That was crazy, huh? What state are you in? I'm in Florida. Good old Florida. Yeehaw. Where the alligators go and the Florida men thrive. Where is near you? Florida, USA, NA. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. She put the table on desk or something. So, like, with a little prop up thing, like, it props up, like, like in the rear, and then you... you know, okay, I get it. I get it with a prop. I get it. Like, if you're able to keep it lifted off the ground a little bit tilted towards you, I think I get that. I've never seen somebody be able to do that, but I think I've seen it. Yeah, I get that. Okay. Okay. You can never beat the unk allegations. I'm done trying to beat them, honestly. At this point, I understand it. I get it. You have convinced me, Alexis. I believe that's how it goes. I just have to take the title, apparently. Like a stand. Yeah, there we go. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. That makes sense. Okay. All right. I'm almost caught up to chat. Hell yeah, then we can start. I'm on the other side of the country. Hey, that is not a problem. Other side of the country, to me, is actually a lot better than the usual. So if you want to play together, there's no problem. You can just send me a friend request and we can play if you would like to. Right after I finish this build, we can definitely get a few games going here. That is actually not a problem because the ping is only going to be like 80. Right? That's not a problem at all. Some people complain about stuff like that, like 80. That's nothing. It's only when it actually gets ridiculous. Like when you're talking like 180 milliseconds, that's when it's crazy. Hello there, Raz. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Thanks for joining in. How are you today on this beautiful Sunday of ours? I'm going to start here with the extended mag for the K437. Then we get this. Okay, actually, before I start it, I do need to read the patch notes, right? Because I forgot exactly what they changed. So let's go for the K437 here. No matter what, though, we are going to choose a 45 round mag. So what were the changes? Base damage decreased from 25 to 24. Okay, so it's going to mean that we are going to take, instead of 4 shots to kill, now we're going to take 5 shots to, 5 shots to kill. That is, okay, that's in general, at every range, that's not going to be a good thing. Okay. Range damage fall off increased. The damage at 20 meters now starts at 75% of the damage after 20 meters, 30 meters at 65% of the damage, and at 50 meters, 55% of the damage. 50%. Okay, so what does that really look like for us when we do a little bit of math? Let's see here. So damage 24, range 20, damage fall off. We're looking right here at the 75% drop. This is a decent range. A decent range that you would probably use this is even, well, this weapon is good at every range. So let's go for the last one here, which is 50% of the damage. That means that you're going to be dealing, what is, well, 24 divided by 2, that is 12. I don't need a calculator for that one, right? So 12 damage, that's going to mean that we're going to be taking about 9 shots to kill. 9 shots to kill at that range. We don't want that. So we're probably going to be able to bring up the range a little bit further up here so that this, I think it was 55% of the damage. So let's say, what, 24 times 55% of the damage, that is 13. Does that lower our shots to kill at all? Let's see, 13.2. It does. So it goes, yeah, so at 55%, we want to move this 55% as much as possible to the right. That's what we want to do here. So we're going to try to increase the range as much as possible. That is going to be priority number 1 right now, because that seems to be the most major change to the weapon. Yeah, that seems to be the biggest change to the weapon. So there's 2 options that we can go here. It's either build a weapon to truly, really only be for short ranges, or increase the range on it as much as possible. And it looks like the range increases are really not that big. So let's go for... The integral suppressor is usually never a good option, so let's just go for the long barrel. Let's start out with that. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see, I'm doing good too, Unc. Oh, good, great. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. I love that. Good. 130 is no problem for me also. Yeah, right? And then there's people that say that they're playing like at 80 and then they start complaining about it, which I find really funny. Because it's hard to tell, like, it's really not that competitive. Yeah, sure, if you're doing a tournament, that makes sense. You don't want that. But it's never that crazy. It's just an online game. It's just a game, bro. You know? I've been using that angled front grip that has a flashlight on it. I think they buffed it because the vertical reduction is insane. You know, actually, that was already there in the past. The vertical reduction on that thing is actually very high, but I think it was still lower. I gotta check if they buffed it even more, though. That I haven't checked. But last season, it was already extremely high, but the X25 angled grip was higher than it. So that's why I'm gonna test that. I think it was actually this one. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was this one. But I gotta test that out. I gotta look at the difference, see what that looks like for sure. In case they buffed it even more, that would be wild if they did. Then I would definitely, excuse me, then I would definitely use it. That's what I did for the K437. I made an SMG build for it with a 60 ball sack. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with 2 different types right now. I'm gonna go for increasing the range as much as possible and seeing what that looks like. And if not, then an SMG version and see if that's any better. Those are the 2 that I'm going to test right now. So let's continue on here. So this is going to be the long range one. So the most important things here are going to be the barrel, the muzzle. I do believe which one here increases it. I actually forgot. The M7 does not. The silent suppressor does, but it always lowers the fire rate, which is never good. Oh my god, it drops it by so much. Look at this. From 780 rounds per minute to 678 rounds per minute on the silent suppressor. That is crazy. Oh, wow, that is a huge drop. We're not going to put that on. There's the Whisper Tactical. It's an extra 2 meters there. I think that's about it. I do think that's about it. Let me see. 2 meters is good. That's a total of 5 meters total. So that's what we're going to start out with here. Let's see what we got now in the damage fall off range. Yes, we have increased it by a lot. There we go. The 55% of the damage now happens at, what is this, 85? 85 meters, more or less. So let's see what this looks like. Let's see what that looks like here on the left rail. Can we put anything? Not really anything important. I'm not going to put any flashlights just yet. I'm going to do that in a second. Our stats right now. We need handling. We need a lot of handling, for sure. So let's go for a foregrip here first. What if I do something crazy? Okay, let's go here. And then, what else do we need? our handling, I think, looks decent. Okay, the handling actually looks decent now. So let's continue. Now we're probably going to need more stability because we actually have 0 stability right now. And it's probably going to be the grip mount. It's probably what we'll do here. The MOE rear grip is almost never really worth it. So let's go here. Let's put the stability grip base. That means our handling dropped again. Yep, okay. And what do we got left? The upper rail, we can't actually put patches, so we're going to leave that for the last thing. And then, of course, we're going to be choosing a normal, a nice little... Oh, no. Actually, it needed to be lifted. Because I do remember... I think I... Let me see. Oh, no, that's not bad, actually. I hate it when my optic is covered by the iron sights, post, and stuff like that, so... That's actually not bad. That's not bad. I don't need it to be raised. I don't need it to be raised. But what if I do anyways? What then? What does this look like? Oh yeah, that's better. I'm leaving it raised. Okay. Alright, and then the stock. What do we need again? We need a little bit of handling. We don't need so much handling. And how much stability do we have? This -6, we're at 62. Let me see what we're at now, because stability is very important. This is actually good stability, so if we don't hurt the stability, that'll be nice. Unless we get a good amount of handling. This is a lot of handling. This could actually work out really well if I switch it around, because this gives us extra ADS movement speed. That's going to be even more important. So what I'm going to do is change out the grip to something that is going to give me a little bit more stability. Instead, it was the folding grip. Here we go. Drop the handling a little bit. Yep, there we go. That's really good ADS movement speed. That's very good. And then our stability looks pretty alright, actually. That doesn't look bad at all. Let's go for 1 DD Python and then 2 of these KC Hound handguard panels. Let's see what this looks like now. What do we have now before the calibration? Decent. 69, nice. That was not even on purpose. Pretty good ADS speed, probably gonna make that better. Good, okay, stability, perfect. This is exactly where I want to be in stability for the gun, I think. Let's see. So, calibrate this bad boy. Probably don't need any more firing stability, so let's go for ADS movement speed. Muzzle velocity, probably not necessary either. Right? What was it at before? What is our muzzle velocity? 500, that's fine. We don't need any more. Okay. Extra control, of course. ADS movement speed, great. Control, of course. A fire aim speed to cancel out what we did over here. And then extra control, as usual. ADS speed, perfect. We don't need the firing stability again. Our relief down. What does that look like now? Let's see. 58, good. Yeah, this is good ADS movement speed. Look at that movement speed, actually. That's kind of crazy. Very good stability. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then our range has actually increased by a lot. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this as, let's put a, instead of shorter range, long range K437. I'm going to test that out this match. That's all I'm going to use this match, and we'll see. Did I save Yunha's? Yeah, I did. This is the other one here. So I'll probably test this one out too. What do you have here? Okay. Okay, not bad. Okay. Okay, so you really went for firing stability for it looks like. Yeah. Is there any reason? Did you find that the firing stability on this weapon was bad? Did you find that? And while you answer that, let's get in a match. While I read the chat. Catch up to chat. Okay. I made a long range too, but it's nowhere near as good as the QCB version. It's okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna be testing out a QCB version right after this. Depending on what I find during this match, I'll make the edits based off of that. So let's see. That'll be interesting. And I do have a feeling that QCB might be the play for this, being that it seems like the devs care about weapons, and a 300 blackout weapon is meant to be a shorter range weapon. It's supposed to be replacing normal SMGs, right? PDWs. It's supposed to be replacing that, a 9mm cartridge, but still keeping the overall package very nice and compact. So it would make sense for this weapon to be a QCB weapon, if they did it right. So let's see.
By your decision to side with Havoc. Today,
reinforcements are here.
How's your girlfriend, Unk? She is doing wonderful. She's actually at her parents' house right now, checking. Sorry. Just doing a nice little visit while I stream. She's doing wonderful. We actually just had a nice Mario Kart World session yesterday. It's kind of crazy. Little Mario Kart session. Wonderful stuff. She beats me every goddamn time. I don't know how the hell she's so good at Mario Kart, I swear. I don't get it. Get these to you. Perfect. Okay, that actually felt really nice. I don't know if it's just me, but that felt wonderful. Let's keep going over here. Oh, okay. So I know exactly where they're at, actually, right here. It's a little bouncy. A little bouncy. I gotta check. I gotta check on that. Yeah. Yeah, for me. Okay. Yeah. You and how that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Because it really did seem like you were going mainly for firing stability, so that is interesting. You actually put both the foregrip and the muzzle that give you the firing stability. So that's crazy to me. So that makes sense, actually. I would normally not do that, but that'll be interesting to try out. So I'm actually glad that you sent it. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, from Knox. Dominic. Wait. Dominic Dyson. So Alex, I had some chicharrones alongside arroz a la cubana for lunch. It was gas. I don't even. What does that even mean? Arroz a la cubana. Because the thing is, me being, you know, me being from a Cuban family, to me, I assume that that's like moros. That's kind of what I'm assuming, right? Because that slaps. And chicharrones, oh my god, I love that stuff. That I'm not really a fan of pork or anything, but that piece of the pork right there, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to taste, I guess, right? Yeah, I don't hear chicharrones. That'd be crazy. But yeah, no, that stuff is very good. I'm glad you like it. Look at that. I don't even eat that kind of stuff so much because I don't really live with my family. So there's no way in hell that I'm cooking all that. I'm not doing all that. I just get Chipotle or something. Or pasta. But every time I get to have food like that, I love it. It's very good. I'm glad you like it too. W Unky, yeah. For real. Oh yeah, for real. Hey there, what is new? What is new with you, AMK? How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I am checking out the K437 today. We're going to be trying out two different versions of it. One where I'm really going... Okay, got destroyed. With the 725, which we're also going to be using today. But we are using right now a long-range K437, since they did change a lot of stuff on it, and it was mainly the damage, right? It got lowered by 1, so that means that it's always going to take 1 more shot to kill with the weapon. And I wanted to see what it would be like if I was actually to up the range on the weapon by a decent amount, but so far, I'm not entirely sure that this is the play. I think Gukin might be on the right path here on making this a QCB weapon, which makes sense because this weapon is a 300 blackout. So we'll see. That is what is good right now. Testing, a lot of math and testing, which is what I like. That's what makes this fun to me. How are you, AMK? How are you doing? Is the frame dropping or is it me? I really hope I'm not dropping frames. Well, okay, OBS says I'm dropping 0 frames. That's what OBS says. I hope it looks good on your guys' side. Because I swear, I thought I fixed every issue this week. I don't know if how many of you guys see it, but because I think on Twitch and on YouTube it also shows it. I'm not 100% sure. But every time that I upload a badge, every time that I upload not an emote, but a badge. I'm working on emotes now. But every time that I upload one of those, it should be able to see it, hopefully. That I have been doing like 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, and I think 6 month is the last one that I did. Badges for subscriptions or memberships. And if you've noticed, I have not done any of them this week. I usually upload 1 or 2 per week, because I like to get that stuff done. Because I spent a lot of that time instead on fixing... Look at that ADS movement speed, that's kind of wild. I spent a lot of this week fixing the issues with the stream. So I want to make everything smooth, man. Smooth. So I really hope that there's nothing dropping. Now that I actually figured out how to do the alerts, too. Damn, not the Mario Kart. Yeah, oh my god, the Mario Kart. The Mario Kart, very good. Mario Kart World might be my favorite Mario Kart ever at this point. I finally got the Switch 2 because I had been waiting since I didn't pre-order the Switch. I did not pre-order it, so it was out of stock for so long that I just couldn't find it. Like, there was zero store with stock, and I was finally able to snatch one up from Best Buy by just doing the little check-in. You get on the wait list, and then you hope and dream and wish and pray that there's one available for you to buy. And I actually got one. I finally got it this Friday, and we were going crazy. We've played it for too many hours already. That was crazy, actually. We played it for so long. I actually want to stream it because I know a lot of people don't have it yet. So it'd be fun for people who don't really have it to see me fail. And because it has been so long, it already came out a long time ago, right? So you guys tell me if this is a good idea. I don't know if I should say this, but you guys tell me if it's a good idea. But I think I'm going to be doing a stream where, since it has been out for so long, I need to get good quick, right? If I want to put up a fight in Mario Kart World, I need to get good quickly. And I'm not the best Mario Kart player, so I figured what better way to get better than to punish myself in some way or another. What better way to teach things, right? So you know how dogs, whenever you're teaching them things, some people put like a shock collar on them? Same idea. What about that, huh? But I don't want to put it on my neck. I want to put it like on my leg or something, but what if I just shock myself every time that I don't end up on a podium? That'll be fun, right? Maybe? Who knows? You tell me if it's a good idea. But I do want to do a Mario Kart stream anyways. I'm probably going to do that, though. I'm still probably going to do it. I don't think I like the long-range version of the K437. I'm not sure. Cuban rice, however, since I'm Filipino, your version is different. Yeah, you know what? Actually, yeah, what does that look like for you, your version? Our version of arroz a la cubana has rice, sunny-side-up egg, Filipino tocino, and fried plantains. You know, that's actually pretty accurate. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually pretty accurate to what we do. But I wasn't sure what it was referring to, right? Because there's two different versions. There is the regular, if you have like black beans, white rice, like a sunny-side-up egg, right? That's like a full meal, right? Or there's also the option of when you have moros, which is like black beans and rice kind of like cooked together. So they get gray, like the rice gets gray. That type of thing. So I wasn't sure if that's what arroz a la cubana meant for you. I wasn't sure. So that actually makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I do like that. Fried plantains, they're the best thing I've ever had in my life, though. For sure. For sure. Uncas Hispanic. Yeah, yep, absolutely. I am definitely Hispanic. I did come here very early, though, so I learned a lot of it. Like, my first language is basically English. It's not Spanish anymore. Like, I obviously know Spanish, because that's how I communicate to my family, but English is the thing for me. I've forgotten way more words in Spanish. Wait, what am I saying? Yeah. No, I've forgotten more words in English than I will ever know of Spanish at this point. For sure. And it also has some cooked ground beef. Yeah, damn, you got it all. That's like the rich Cuban food. That is the God damn it, let me focus a little bit here. Maybe I can get some kills and test this. Okay, that's not too bad, that's not too bad. Okay. Yeah, the bounce is not horrible, but it is bouncing a little bit more than I really remember this weapon bouncing. Maybe I gotta try a different foregrip on this bad boy. Maybe that might help. Either that, or it's due to the fire instability. I gotta see, because maybe Yunha is on the right path. Maybe combine that with Gukin's version there, with a QCB instead. We'll see. I can give you my build for the gun if you like. Hey, why not? Yeah, you know what? Send it over. As long as it's for the K437, I'm willing to try, or the 725, right? If you guys send builds, I will try them. Because I'm trying to get ideas. I'm probably not going to come out with a fully flushed out build after the stream. It's probably not going to be like a finished build. Because I do take a long time, especially when I'm yapping, to actually create a finished build. It takes me a long time to do that. So I definitely won't be able to do it in these like 3 hours when I'm talking so much. Definitely won't be able to. So it would be fun to get new ideas from you guys, things that maybe I haven't thought of, by getting your K437 builds and your 725 builds. And I am going to be testing out Yunha's K437 in a second here, as soon as we switch to the next spot, to the next point here. This is not bad. I'm just not happy about the bounce. The one thing that I'm not happy with here is the bounce on this build that I just made. I do wonder if I could make that better while keeping the range very high. It would be very interesting. Nobody else here, right? Yep, nope. Where am I? I'm good, bro. How are you? I was playing with the AK-47 recently, and it seems like really good at medium to long range gun. Yeah, that's probably the only place that it's really good at right now. I do think you're right on that. 100%. I do think that medium to long ranges is definitely where it's at right now for that weapon. It can't compare, and by medium I mean like 50 plus, right? 50 meters plus. I just don't really think it holds up very well against any other weapon at any other range. So I do think that that's probably the best way to deploy that weapon. Get hurt too. I love it when they don't. Oh man, that smoke. Alright, if you guys don't know, if you're gonna be using smokes, don't smoke your own team. Smoke the enemy team. Or somewhere in between so that you can cross a street or something. But just don't smoke your own team, damn it. God. It's me, sorry, it's raining over here. Oh, no problem. No worries. Don't you worry, Yunha. Don't you worry. It's okay. I'm glad that you were asking about it anyways, just in case that it could have been me. There's a chance that it would have been me, so I do appreciate you. Because in the case that it is me, I know that you would have mentioned it. And I like that. Let's get... Oh, God. First time that I actually... I thought I heard somebody right behind me. Oh, that's disgusting. Hold on. Heal again. Where is she? I still see her there. I'm gonna kill her. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Let's... Oh, God. Oh, wait. Everybody spawned so quickly. No. Oh, my God. That was worst timing ever. Oh, shit. Oh, hey. Look at that jumpy. Oh, never mind. I thought you were about to save me there for a second. That would have been crazy. We need a Mario Kart stream, monk. Hell yeah! Okay. Alright. Okay, I'm glad you guys want to see it. I'm glad. Very glad. I'm not glad that I'm apparently an unk now, but I'm glad you guys want to see it. For sure. Let's get this guy. Yep. Oh yeah, I love that there is actually... Let's get a couple of one of these. I'm very happy that they have the windshield thing. Windshield? No, the glass in the front that you can actually counter people like that. No sabo unk. Okay, I'm not that bad. Alright, I'm not that bad, Alexis. Yo sé cómo hablar español. No, I'm kidding. I'll be writing this stuff down. Okay, great. Damn, okay, that's gonna be the thing now, huh? That's gonna be... God damn it, you see what you've done, Alexis. You see what you've done. Hey, stop using unk, that's macho. Oh, no. Oh, man, oh, man. Alright, hold up. Let's go to the side here. Let's get him. And then I'm gonna switch over to Yunha's version. But yeah, after I had some arroz a la cubana and chicharrones, it felt so bloated, but damn, that was worth it. Oh, I bet. There's a lot of fat and salt in that type of cooking. If you do it like that. If you do it, I guess, correctly. Which it sounds like it is being done correctly. I know Filipino food. Y'all know how to cook. I don't know what it is, but it seems like you guys know how to cook. I know that if you do it right, it's gonna get you bloated. I actually don't eat that much of that, to be honest. But every time that my grandma cooked something like that, oh man, it goes crazy. I just fill up way too quickly. Oh, I see you. Oh, I need to get over here. Okay, wait, no. Hold on. If I heal up here and then I show up again, they're not really gonna know what to do. There's so many of them. They're not gonna expect me out of this side, though. Oh, one rushed me. That is the best choice you can make. Damn. Got me good. Got me good. Well, yeah, after... Oh, no, I already read that. Throw them blue shells. Yes, get that rocket bullet. You know, they nerfed the bullet bill. They seem to have nerfed it. It seems like the closer you are to first place, the less amount of time that it lasts. So in Mario Kart 8, it used to last a pretty long amount of time, and it was always the same amount of time, too. I can't believe I got her. Oh, no, she sees me. Ah! But it used to last the same amount of time, no matter the placement. In this new one, it actually makes sense that you only get to use it for, well, I guess shorter amounts of time, depending on the placement. If you're on the 24th place, it lasts a very long time. If you're, like, on 12th place, it doesn't last so long. Maybe you only pass like one person with the bullet bill. It's pretty cool. I like that because it actually makes sense. Bullet bill before was kind of overpowered. Oh, come over here to the side and then get him. Yeah, I got used to the little jump, the jumpiness. It's still a little bit more than I really wish it was, but I did get used to it, and it's making it quite easy now to aim. Like, it's actually not so bad, the amount of jump. But I'm afraid that if I put out a build like that you kind of have to get used to, even if it's good in every other way, that definitely won't be considered as good. So I gotta be careful with that one. I'm gonna switch over to Yunha's now. Let's see what he's got there. What is the meta AR or gun in Delta Force? I got them all maxed out. I don't know what is good right now. Right now, I mean, SMG-45, honestly, AMK. Probably the SMG-45. It's just never bad. That weapon is just never bad. Oh, excuse me. SMG-45 for pretty much every single scenario in the game right now. Pretty much, honestly. There's, of course, like, you know, the QCQ. That is also another one that is just never bad. But that one, you do have to be a little bit better at, I guess. Like, you have to get used to it, to the QCQ. I just realized that I was going the wrong way. My god. I do that way too often. I don't know if you guys caught it on, like, one of my latest videos. I forgot which one it was. It was, like, on a knife edge. I realized that I was attacking instead of defending. I thought it was defending the whole time or something. I keep doing that. But the QCQ, if you have the time to practice with it, the SMG-45 for just like overall amazing, even when you're not trying, type of thing. Go over here to the side. Although every gun in this game is pretty much great, so. Okay, yeah, so that it's also a little bouncy. So maybe the bounce is just part of the update and I didn't know before or something. Yeah, I think it's also a little bouncy. Okay, that's good to know. That it's not just mine. It's good to know. Let me see if I can get around and then go left here. Nobody's gonna expect me to come out of this tunnel on the left side here. Or maybe they are? No, there's no way they are. I'm gonna go right behind them. I do wonder how that... Yeah, it's actually surprising. Well, I don't know. I gotta put it against a white wall or something and just shoot and see what the recoil looks like on this one compared to mine. I need to see that before I make any judgments here. Good. Not too shabby. Oh, hello. Spawn beacon. Alright, nobody really knows that I'm back here now. Damn, I just realized that we're actually decently close to losing this right now. Oh, these guys are good. These guys are actually damn good right now. Thoughts on the QBZ95? I think it's pretty good. It is. It is actually very good right now. It's really good. It used to be alright, and then they made an update, they buffed it, and I actually made a revision for it, accounting for the new update. And it's really nice. It's a lot better than it was before. It's pretty top tier. It's definitely one of the top tier weapons, and I do think that I put it on one of the highest tiers. I think it was like on A tier. I think I did put it on A tier. I think so. Oh no, Unc don't ever speak Spanish. I was kidding, Alexis. I was kidding. That's not how I speak Spanish. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. You know, it's actually kind of hard to like switch over to it to like my normal. Oh jeez, to my normal Spanish speaking accent. It's actually kind of hard to switch over to it because I don't really use it. I don't really speak like that. Alright, got the build for you? Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna save that. Let me put that on the notepad here for the K437. I'm gonna save that right here. And when we get back in, we'll see. We'll see. But what can I say about this build right now? And that is that I do wish that it had a little bit less recoil. I'm not gonna lie, it could go a long way. A little bit less recoil. I could probably pick you up here, now that I think of it. There's somebody to the left, but I think my teammate has it locked down? Maybe they don't actually. Never mind, they just got killed. Oh no, not the medic, not the medic. Oh, he did it so well. Did it so well. It's because you're Unk. It'll not be a problem. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Hello, hello, oh, Polka. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome back to the stream. I always like seeing you on this Twitch side. Appreciate you stopping by. How are you today on this beautiful Sunday? Checking out the QBZ. No, we're not. We're checking out the the K437. Once I built my QBZ, the gun just has 0 recoil, and it is a laser beam. Yes, exactly. Exactly. But a laser beam means nothing if your handling doesn't match, right? So it doesn't matter if you can hit all your shots if they also hit you first and more because you can't strafe, right? So there's like a bit of a difference, like a little bit of a, what is the word that I'm looking for here? A trade-off. There's a trade. What the hell? I did not want to try this. Here we go. Okay. So this one that I'm trying right now, this is Yunha's. Let's see what the recoil looks like, the raw recoil. I'm going to start from the bottom here. Okay, notice the little bounces in between one shot to the next. These little bounces like that, that's what firing stability does. Let's see, let's do that one more time. Okay. Okay, yeah, that doesn't look bad at all. That's decently easy to control. It's not too bad. The bounce is a little bit higher than I really wish for. So that could be something that maybe... I actually thought that the firing stability might improve that a little bit, but it doesn't look it. It does not look it. So, let's go to my other one real quick here. If I could select it. See what the recoil of that one looks like. We're here, all the way at the bottom. Notice how they're a tiny bit more spread out, but the bounce looked like it was less. And obviously the recoil itself is also less. Look at that little, the deviation from one to the next. It's from side to side like that. That's really what it does there. It's really what it does. Let's see. Yeah, the bounce feels a little bit less than the previous Yunha. But it does work. It does work. I just do think that there's a little bit of better combinations that you can make. And maybe it is due to the 60 round mag, right? Because what happens if you put down the 45, let's say? Yeah, you actually get better everything. And so probably going to have less bounce. Definitely better handling. Let me see what we got here. Oh yeah, this definitely looks better. Even better firing stability. That's crazy. Better everything. You know, what if you... Hold on. What happens here? Have you tried this? Just putting a good old one of these. What does that look like? I don't know. I kind of like how that looks better, but I kind of like how that looks. That's actually pretty good there. But when it comes to like raw stats, of course, when you have something like this, we have the detailed stats. You have very minimal. Actually, might make the vertical recoil a little bit higher. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I just realized that I didn't have it saved. I think. Where is it? Oh, here it is. This one. This one. Yeah, that's more like it. That's more like it. Okay. Yeah, I actually kind of like this. I'm gonna do the QCB one from Gookin and see what that looks like. Yeah. Okay. And I'm pretty sure the enemy team thinks I'm hacking. I've gotten... Oh my god. I was choking over there. Hey, thank you for the follow, Glob420. What a name. Thank you for that on Twitch. Oh, what is up? Oh, good afternoon, my G. Good afternoon. I didn't even see that yet. I had not caught up to chat. Good afternoon. How are you doing? How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by on the Twitch side. Very wonderful Sunday. I'm doing great right now. How are you? Any good QBZ? I need some inspiration. I do have Opoka. I do have a very good QZB, which is the one that I QBZ. I keep saying QZB. Jesus. I do have one that I put up. It's the same one from before. It's the exact same one. I have not seen a reason to make a change to this one. Yeah, the recoil on it is just absolutely... It's so good. It's such crazy recoil that you have on this thing. So that's definitely going to be Yeah, you just have to aim left a little bit, and I'm not used to it. I really gotta get used to it again. I have not used this thing for like months at this point. That's crazy. Let's focus on this bad boy. Maybe I'll do a revision for the QBZ later on, but I don't think there has been any changes, so I'm not sure if it would be necessary. Not too sure. What if I change the stock here so that it doesn't feel as bad on the... Let me see something here. Do we have any that actually give you lightning rail? The same one that you had on, actually, Yunha. Let me see. Wait, that's actually not bad. A little bit more recoil is totally worth it, I think. For better ADS movement speed? Could work. Skeleton sniper stock is always crazy good, though. Maybe that's... Plus 12, and then I switch out... Hold on, and then I switch these. What does that do here? Oh wait, hold on, let me get you in here. Absolutely. I'll catch up to chat in a second. I'm thinking right now. Hold on. I will definitely catch up to chat in a second. I'm cooking. That's what the kids say. I go here. Go here. What does that leave me on the ADS? ADS. Okay, that's not bad. Not a bad number. And then the recoil. And then if I go here, the usual, because I want ADS movement speed, right? Do I need all this? I probably don't, so switch this out for... What do we need here? It's really a horizontal recoiling weapon. If I go... This one was both, right? Yeah, it did both. But I don't want both. What if I go for a K1? Because it doesn't really have that much horizontal recoil. Let me see what that looks like here. Where the hell did it go? I saw it a second ago. I'm actually blind also. Oh, here it is. Okay. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, calibrate that. I'm cooking, I think. Maybe. Who knows? Extra control. What does that look like here? Yes. Okay, not bad. We could put a laser on this and that'll be better. Okay, hold on. What does that look like here? What does that feel like? Ah, no one's gonna want to control that. Never mind. I realize that there's a limit to how much vertical... Like, you could get used to this. Yeah, you could definitely get used to this amount of vertical recoil, but a lot of people don't want to. Yeah, a lot of people don't really want to get used to that amount of recoil. So that's why I'm very hesitant to put out builds like that. Although they are objectively better a lot of the time. Let me see what else then. If that doesn't go, then I'm gonna catch up to chat. Yeah, that's not gonna fly. So I'm gonna do Gookins. That's not gonna fly. So I'm gonna do Gookins, and let me catch up to chat first. If you aim above 400 meters, you have no chance of drawing the weapon. Oh yeah. Oh wait. If you aim above 400 milliseconds, not meters. Yes, yes, that is true. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. That's why for an AR. You gotta be under 400 milliseconds of ADS times. If you have anything higher than 400 milliseconds, you're screwed. And that's why the laser is really good, because that gets rid of like 50. But if you don't have to put a laser, then don't put a laser, because it's gonna be better in the end, because you do have more ADS movement speed and stuff. But a laser helps in the game itself. You don't see it in the stats, if you don't know that. But definitely agree with that. You gotta have your ADS times. They definitely gotta be less than 400 milliseconds for sure. Play Armor Attack Unk. It's a robot shooting game. What is that? Never heard of that. I'm gonna have to look what that is. Armor Attack. What's that? Is that new? What the heck is this? Wait, no, that's okay. This is new. Is this like a mobile game? Kind of looks like one. I don't know. Never heard of those in my life. I literally never heard that game. Oh man, not at all. That's crazy. Is it a mobile game, Alexis? Let me know. Hello, hello, Possum. Hello. How are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing today? I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for stopping by. Here's a K437 build that could work. Okay, another K437. Awesome, perfect. Let me put that down here. We're gonna try these out. Both of these and Dominic. Okay. Then let me save Gookins. Okay, gotta catch up to chat real quick. Yeah, the better 45 mag. Yes, okay, perfect. I just don't see the need for the K437 because we have the M4. Yeah, that is the one thing. That in the past, the K437 used to be the gun because it was only a 4-shot kill. Now it is not. Now every single range, you have to land one more shot. And the recoil was so good on it that you could pretty much out-aim someone with an M4. You could pretty much out-aim them. Now you can't really do that. So that's why I'm trying to make this work right now. I'm trying to figure this out because it could probably still be a very good weapon after these changes that they made. We'll see. I'm really trying to figure this out here. Yo, Steve, who? You know, I'm starting to think about putting a little sound effect for like follows or whatever. I think, well, yeah, YouTube doesn't really have anything like that. They don't have like follows. Like, well, they have subscribers, but it doesn't really show for the live streams. But I'm trying to, I'm toying with the idea of putting an actual owl noise whenever somebody follows on Twitch, doing like a little whoo whoo, something like that. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. How are you doing, Steve? Thanks for stopping by. How are you? Yes, sir. Need a third? Yes, absolutely. Why not, OMS? Why not? Let's do it. Get in here. Get in here. We still got space for one last person. Send me a friend request and I'll invite you in. How you doing? Also, what is your sensitivity? I'm doing alright, my safe, James Lynn. How are you? Hopefully you're wonderful. And my sensitivity, if we go over here, I actually forgot it. Where do I go? Where is it? Oh, keyboard and mouse, duh. Okay. 1.9 mouse sensitivity, and you gotta remember this part. ADS sensitivity multiplier at 0.9. 0.9. And then my, what is that called? DPS. My DPS is, I believe, 800. Should be around 800, because I like to keep it nice and stable at the same DPS. I actually usually do a swipe with my mouse. I go from a specific spot that I have marked on my mousepad all the way to the edge of the mousepad. And if I turn about 75% of the way, I'm happy with that sensitivity. And that's usually what I base it on. You shouldn't really base it off of numbers in game. You should base it off of physical, real life mouse movement. This is a little aiming tip, I guess. Yeah. If you go heavy at the back of the weapon and short barrel, you're okay handling for a laser plus vertical and horizontal reductions. Let me see. Let me reread that one more time. If you go heavy at the back of the weapon and a short barrel, you have okay handling for a laser plus the vertical and horizontal. Interesting. Okay. Does that work in... It's just heavy in the back usually means less ADS movement speed, and you want a lot of that to compete at those higher levels. That is the one thing. That is the one thing that I'm not sure. Guess we'll have to see. Yeah, if you send it over, let's see. Yeah, if you have the code, send it over. I'll try. Let's see what you mean here, because I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm heading out. Unk, have a good day. Have a great day, Alexis. Have a happy Sunday. I hope you're doing. I hope you do all right. You know what I mean? You have a wonderful Sunday, Alexis. Thank you for stopping by. Even though you called me Unk about 50 times. Steve, pretty tired. Just came back from Budapest last night, and the best place I have ever been. Foods are cheap, an amazing view from here. From there, however, very fucking hot on the second day. 40 degrees. Holy shit. Wait, what is that in Fahrenheit? Because I don't know Celsius. Hold on. Celsius to Fahrenheit. What is that? Hold up. What do we got here? Oh, man, that sucks. How's the humidity over there? How humid is that? Oh, that is crazy, actually. Oof, 104. I can't imagine. That's actually crazy right now. Oh, man. But that sounds nice, though. That does sound very nice. I'm glad you had a good time. I've never been to that, to Budapest. That sounds like a great place to visit. Maybe not during the summer, but it sounds great. Yeah, I'm glad you had a good time. DPI 800. My dots per inch for the mouse sensitivity, like my physical mouse sensitivity. It is a 800 DPI. 800. I kept buying drinks and rehydrating. Wait, what type of drink, Steve? Which one? What type of drink are we talking about? Oh man. Hoot, hurro, hoo. Yeah, maybe I'll switch it up, you know? How you doing? How are you doing? It's not hoot from me, it is hot. Yeah, for real, actually. Freedom units only, that's right. That's right, I can already, as I was translating from Celsius to freedom units, I can already hear the golden eagle, the bald eagle, golden, Jesus. The bald eagle in the background just swooping down, I could hear it. Alright, so let's go for Gookin's build here with the K437. Let's build that real quick. So, K437 Broken Blade Short Barrel. Okay, good. Let's see. Broken Blade Short Barrel. This looks very good. Bastion Horizontal Compensator. I could see that. Alright. Sounds wonderful. Resonant Ergonomic Grip. Okay. Where's that at? I always forget. Here it is. 60 Nutsack. My favorite. Okay. 60-year-old nutsack. I mean, what? Phantom Rear Grip. Here we go. Put that bad boy on. Shadow Rail Stock. Shadow Rail Stock. It's interesting. Where is the Shadow Rail? I don't see it. There it is. Okay. Multi-purpose riser with a red laser. Of course, of course. Can't go wrong with that one. With a red laser. And the optic of my choice. The optic of my choice will be a panoramic red dot sight, of course. Upper rail could definitely put something on this, so they're all control panels. Okay, I just saw that text there. That message. Put that on here. That's the wrong one. All control panel. Okay. What is the calibration like, Gookin? What do you got going on here? Is it kind of like the usual that I always do? For most builds? And that's your answer for that. Let me keep reading chat. They are very nice to us. They speak English very well, so there's no language barrier between us. There was a moment that we needed to call someone, but we can't. The local are very nice to help. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's actually super nice. Yeah, I kind of had a similar experience in Costa Rica. A lot of these places, they're just wholesome places. Like a lot of, that's actually very nice. That's good to hear. That's gonna be wonderful for whenever I have the money to go somewhere like that. For sure. That's great to hear. I'm glad you had a good time. Very interesting, actually, too, that they know enough, like, the general populace, I guess, knows enough English to be able to communicate well. That's crazy. I always find that crazy. Always. Very impressive. I forgot to panel. It's okay. Don't you worry. Okay, K437 Assault Rifle, okay, from Opoka. Why is my... I didn't even know you could do... Did you guys know that you could do bold on Notepad? What the hell? I did not know that was a thing. Okay. Opoka. Let's grab that. They're all control panels. Okay, great. This is more of a mid-level build. That's what I'm wondering here. Let's see with Opokas. Now that you say that, Opoka. Let's see. Of course, we're drinking water and coffee. What are you even thinking? Oh, of course. Yes, yes. The essential liquids. Water and coffee. Only the essentials. No alcohol included. None. None at all. Am I right? You can't tell, but I'm winking. I'm winking right now. ADS/control. Use the 45 round mag also. Okay, okay. Alright, that'll be interesting. Okay, so let's go for the 45 round instead, right? And then ADS/control for the calibration. Okay, so this will be the end of the build here. ADS movement speed. Great. Let's go for not stability. What am I saying? Extra control. ADS movement speed. Rear grip. Extra control. Hipfire aim speed. Stock. Extra control here. ADS movement speed. And just this for me. Just because I like that. Okay. Let me save this. And then let's move on to the other two. I gotta get rid of these two. I'm gonna have to get rid of Phenomenals and Sancho's. Okay. Let's grab... This was Gookin's. Okay. Got it saved. That'll be interesting because I see your distinct lack of stability, which is actually kind of crazy. Even for a short range build, that kind of lack of stability is crazy for me. So that'll be interesting for me to test how that fares within that like 70-meter range. I guess we'll see. I don't think you'll be... Oh no, I already read that. Okay. I think the M14 full auto build from 3 to 4 months ago was the first video I saw from you. At that time, I was grinding the mobile beta and destroyed everything with it. I love the build. Hell yeah. Look at that. I did not expect that. I actually didn't expect the M14 to be one that really got a lot of new people into the channel. So I'm very happy to hear that, because that was one of the hardest... You know, I realized... You know what I actually realized? A lot of the videos that most people talk about, that you guys have mentioned in the chats... I don't know if you've noticed, but I keep saying that every time that I respond to one of those comments, it is usually one of the hardest builds. So like the M249, one of the hardest builds I've ever done. The M14, one of the hardest builds that I've ever done. The PTR, another one of the hardest builds that I've done. There seems to be a pattern that whenever a gun is very hard to build, or to build better than usual, I guess, right? To something that is actually comfortable to use, at least more than the default. Every time that is one of those types of weapons, that's when the newer people come into the channel, which is very interesting. I'm actually... That's very good to know. So, thank you, Jumpy. I did not realize that. Oh. Bruh, Steve. Oh, man. All I'm saying is, Steve, the essentials, as far as I know, is water and wine. That is it. As far as I'm aware. Barely water, because it got turned into wine at some point. Never mind. And I'm just talking shit. Okay, let's go import this over here. I don't know if I already did. Let's grab save, and then we got Dominic right here. Good. We got these two. And then we're gonna go for a Polkas K437. Oops, that's the wrong button. Now, what am I going to do here? I'm actually going to save my long-range one in my notepad for myself. So I might save that later. I might save that for later. Long-range K437. I'm going to do some testing. I'm probably not going to come out of this stream with a full build. I'm probably not going to be able to. But I am going to keep testing off-stream the long-range version and seeing where that goes. So I'm going to replace this now with... Polka's build. Did I already... Okay, here it is. Grab that. Import. Save. Okay, perfect. Then, right here. Oh, Polka. I didn't want to replace Yunha's. Didn't want to replace that. Okay, here we go. Now, I save my own, which I have over here. Now I have that saved over here for later. Okay, perfect. Now I got these three. Check out on this next match here. That'll be interesting. Let's see. Are we ready to go? Are we ready? Now it is just Steve, and someone else said, I think it was on Twitch actually, was OMS Glob 420. If you're still in here, just send me a friend request and I can get you in, but if I don't receive it in the next like minute or so, I'm definitely gonna start the match. I don't want to make everybody wait. So just let me know, OMS. We do have space for one more. Where am I in the chat? I don't think you'll be using the 60. No, out of red. I made this weapon for high... I never made this weapon for high end. Okay. Hey, we'll see. We'll see, Opoka. We'll see. Don't you worry. What I like about this is seeing the ideas, what you guys come up with. It's not necessarily to find the best possible build ever right now, why I test your builds. It is to get ideas to see what you're thinking when you're building it. And I can kind of gauge the idea based off of the attachments. So let's see. You can use my build as a base and improve from the RAL. I would love that a lot, TBH. Yeah, no, that's yeah, we'll see. I will definitely get some ideas off of what you're doing, probably. So we'll see. We shall see. That's what I like about doing this and testing these other ones from you guys, because everybody thinks differently, everybody plays differently. So there are builds that I have not really thought of, right? that I have not really thought of certain attachment combinations. So that's why I like testing the builds. We'll see. Where am I? Yeah, where am I? That's why we love your build, Ox. Thanks for the good work. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. You appreciate that. Glad you like them. Now we did have alcohol, but we went on a yacht, and they will drove hard to let us enjoy the view. Oh, look at that. We had a free champagne when I got on. Actually tastes great. Ooh, that's awesome. That's actually very cool. That is super nice. Is that part of... Did you guys do that based off of a travel advisor that set up the itinerary, or did you do this yourself? Like, where did you find these things and do it yourself? I'm always curious about that whenever I go to other places, because I usually just go with pre-made itineraries that are made for people that go. That's usually what I go for. I made a hipfire M249 and it works too good. Also, works for long range. Is surprising. That is very surprisingly, actually. Hipfire to long range. Alright, I'm gonna find a match. Hipfire M249 that also works in long ranges. That's kind of crazy. I don't even hipfire in this game. Like, barely, actually. Unless I absolutely have to. So that's very interesting that you could do both. I don't know how that would go. I would have to test that out some other day. Do you have some nice deluxe appearances? I do not. I really don't. I'm not... One thing about me is that I don't really look at like skins and for weapons or characters, things like that. I don't really do anything extra aside from getting the battle passes. The actual passes, whatever you get as a reward from those passes, that's pretty much as far as I go. That's usually how I support these games, because I'm not really one to care about appearances, to be honest. I like the functional aspect in general, just in life. Form follows function for me. Well, yeah, for me. So that's usually how it goes. So I don't really have any appearances or anything. Although I love how they look, I've never thought about actually getting them. I don't know, one of these days maybe as a reward or something, I have no idea. That's just the last thing. I would much rather get the battle pass and stuff like that. Maybe one day. I actually think I have one appearance that I got. I gotta check, actually. I think I have one, but I don't think it's a crazy one. I think it was from opening something. I think it was from gambling, I think. I'm not 100% sure. By the way, Ox, just to be careful, I will smoke you anywhere you go. Oh, shit, that's right. Oh, no. Now I gotta get ready. Now I gotta get ready for your smokes. I forgot about that. When will you upload the new K437 build? Probably, well, so there is a season coming up, so it's probably going to be, I want to do it in between the end of this season and the start of the next season. That's probably when I'll do it. And I really hope that in the next season they don't make any more changes to the weapon, to be honest. I really hope not. But we'll see. We'll see. I wanna upload the new one somewhere in between the next season starting and this one ending. So maybe in the next week, more or less. It's kind of what I'm thinking. We'll see. Which one am I trying right now? I actually think I didn't realize. I didn't look. Hold on. I gotta respawn, because I should right now be trying Gookins. Okay, that was Dominic's. Hold on. Let me try Gookins. I want to do it in order. I want to do Gookins first, and then Dominic's, and then Opoka's. Let's see. Go back over here. Wait, was that an enemy? Oh, it was. Get over here. Hold on. Not another one. Why is there so many of them over here? Why are they so far? Stick to your lane and get over to your side. Aww. Mr. Bunny. Okay, I always open up the scoreboard just to see if there's like a whole bunch of Twitch streamers or something on the enemy team. Because man, those matches, they get crazy. So I always check. Let's come around. Not gonna lie, every time that I see a Twitch TV or something, I just turn on my try-hard pants. I just put them on. Okay, Okay, yeah, the instability on this one, I do wish that it was a little bit more stable, so I think it would work out a little bit more with a tiny bit more stability. The amount of handling that it has, though, is obviously perfect for the for the shorter ranges that you are using this in. Oh, I just realized that I killed myself while somebody was trying to revive me. Thank you for that attempt. Whoopsies. Where am I? We found this online and booked it, and that was the best moment ever. I even have a driver's license, so I got a GoPro and took some photos. Oh, look at that! That's pretty damn cool. That's pretty damn cool. See, it's stuff like that. Those kind of memories that are worth it. I'm glad you got to do stuff like that. Very cool. Nobody here. Damn. I really was hoping for somebody, because I wanted to try the longer range. Let's see here. Yeah, I gotta, next time that I take an actual trip, I really gotta take more pictures, I swear. I'm the worst person at taking pictures ever. Oh, diving, not driving. I didn't even realize. Whoops, I filled in an R in there. That's even cooler. What the hell? Give them hell, yeah. I got you, Apoka, just for you. That's what I'll do. Diving, not driving. Yeah, no, that's even cooler. I don't have a diver's license. That's actually amazing. That's super cool. See, now for that, I would get a GoPro for sure. Oh, man. That is very cool. How deep can you even... Is there different licensing depending on the depth that you are licensed to go to? Is that a thing? I don't know. I literally don't know about this, and I probably should. I live in Florida, for fuck's sake. I gotta know how to dive. I gotta do that one day. I didn't even know about these details. Let me see. Yeah, so I don't know. Do you get different licensing depending on the depth? That'd be cool. I don't know. I have no idea how any of that works. Go to the right, to the right. There's a person. Not anymore, because I killed him. Stability, stability, stability. Let me see something here. Oh, that is so shaky. Oh, hey. Oh, wait, he made a... You inappropriate... He made a penis. That was a whole phallus. That's crazy. Hold on. Okay, well, I got distracted. There were two of them. I will explain more later. Yep, alright. Sounds good, Steve. Sounds good. I'm very curious. Yeah, this is a very short range K437. Very short range. A lot shorter than what I'm used to. You can tell because the accuracy on it's very high. The guy was trying to shotgun me. So let's say 70 meters. Not the greatest option. I do feel though like you should be able to get with the K437, although it seems to be a good weapon for very short ranges. I do feel like it should be available or possible for you to kill somebody at 70 with it when they're head glitching. So maybe a little bit more stability. This would be maybe like a good place to start, as you said, Gukin. This could be a good place to start. Okay, hold up. I can't even see that person. Damn. A lot shorter than you. Just kidding. I said that. Wait, what the? When did I say something about short? When did I say? Was it about the penis? The penis? I don't know. I just said penis. What is a penis? I don't even know what that is. I already forgot what I said earlier, Steve. So honestly, to be 2,000% honest with you, I have no idea what you're talking about. I already forgot everything. Let's go to the side, Accidentally caught the caps lock. I do that all the time too. And in most of these games, you can walk. So let's say that you're playing Ops. I think you can do it in Ops. And let's say Tarkov, stuff like that. Whenever you press caps lock, you end up walking, which is good sometimes. Sometimes you don't want to be heard. This guy, oh man, that would have been embarrassing if he would have killed me on that one. So I always end up typing and sounding angry every time that I type after I walk, without noticing. There's not a person here. Yes, one here. This is very hard to hit. Okay. Very hard to hit those shots there. Go to the side a little bit more. B1's getting taken. I can't allow that. Let's go to B1. I just realized I don't think I've used my ultimate this whole damn game. God damn it, Steve. Smoking me. My throat is so dry today. I need something. I need to lube up my damn throat. This is crazy. Hold on. Let's go over here. Okay. That guy just stood there. That's nice. I love that. Oh. I think that deserves to end the stream at this point. That was crazy. He just knifed the shit. That was some Modern Warfare 2 throwing knife moment. Okay. Go to the side. Side is where we want to be. And apparently where this guy is at too. Mr. Bunny. Go to the right. Nothing here. Okay. Hello. Jumpy. What you doing over there? Gotcha. God damn it, Jumpy. At this point, it feels like you guys join my party. You guys join the matches just to fuck around. And I love that. I'm actually a big fan. Okay, let's go over here. Not an air conditioner. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I don't see anybody over here, so let's get right on top. See you. My breath runs out very quickly, of course, because of the stability. So it kind of goes crazy, like the iron sights, the what is it called? Not the iron sights. The sway, the breath sway goes crazy when you run out of breath while you're shooting. Ox, get in. Oh, wait, where are you? Wait, then I don't get to test the weapon. Hold on. Get in, oh my god. Alright, I'm in. What's going on over here? Let's see you. Let's see you. Venus Ox 2025. Oh yeah. Yep. We're making up words here today. Passenger seat F3. Where's the other seats? Can't you like get up? Oh, you can. Look at that. Yeah. Let's do it like this. I gotta switch weapons, I just realized. Wait, are we hurt? Oh, we're at 25%. We're about to get destroyed, and it's gonna be all your fault. Oh god, that tank. I'm getting out of here. How do I get out? Is it E or F? Oh, it's E. Okay, there we go. I've been playing... Oh, maybe it's a bad idea to get out. Who knows? I'm so dead. Yeah, disgusting. Alright, well. I've been playing so much Dune that I forgot that it was F to get out in this game instead of E. Come to the side. Why you get out? I don't want to die. I don't want to. And it's crazy because you actually live too. I didn't want to die, Jumpy. I need to use the weapons, Jumpy. I can't be in a vehicle. Nothing. You were talking about penis. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that does make sense. I'm a professional car driver. Look at that. Damn, that's crazy. I'll believe you. I'll believe you. Until I see proof otherwise. I'll believe that you are a professional car driver. A lot more fun to believe it. There's nobody over here. I need to die again, actually. I really should have checked out. Because this one, it works out very well. The stability definitely needs more. And notice how you can't really breathe for too long. Hold your breath. You can't really hold your breath for too long because your aim goes crazy. Let me try the hip fire. Looks like hip fire is actually good. Looks like it. Let's keep going to the side here. Yeah, this is probably not gonna be the final. Definitely not. But it's got an interesting concept. I gotta run away from this guy. Let me just do this here. Maybe I can bounce this off and hit him a little bit. Okay, well I'm so dead right now. Oh, maybe not. Thank you, teammate. Appreciate that. Come up here. Oh, okay. Never mind. You have some very interesting builds. I took for myself the SVD, Mini 14, I'm assuming, and the VSS builds. They're useful for low-cost uses in operations mode. I'm looking for the M16A4 now. Really now? I do have a video for the M16. I did not actually take into account that those attachments could actually be good for operations due to the cost. It's going to be interesting because I'm almost done with all the weapons in the game, like a base build for all the weapons in the game. I'm almost done with that. It's going to be very interesting to try to learn ops and create budget-friendly builds that are also good. That is something that I want to make into a goal. So I'm very glad that it's already, I guess, inconsequentially started doing that, which is pretty cool. Thank you, Eric's. That's very cool to know. Thank you very much. I do have an M16, but I don't know if it's cheap in operations. I'm really not sure. Because that wasn't something that I was looking at when I was originally creating the builds, so I didn't really base it off of that. I do wonder. I do wonder. Oh, okay, let's get him. Now we're trying Dominic's right now. This guy just jumps. Does he not realize if there's a wall you... anyways, okay. I gotta catch up to chat. Hold on. Nobody here. Okay. Hi, Oxal. I love your weapon builds. I'm playing the mobile, though. Hell yeah. You know what I'm very happy about? That they made the builds, or I guess the progress, that they made it available in both mobile and PC. So you can take your account and your attachments and everything. You can take the codes even and use them on PC and mobile. I'm very happy with that. Sadly, we can't play against mobile players, but that is a good thing. Maybe later on, when they have the... what is it called again? Controller support. Maybe later on we'll be able to do that. That'll be interesting. So, thank you for stopping by the stream. Thank you. Appreciate you being here and passing by. Very nice. Glad you like the builds. Okay, hold up. Let me get out of here. Just want to get out of here. Hold on. Hoot, 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 hoot. Raptor Dylan, hoot, hoot. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Gotta do something soon. Hold up, come up to the side. Yeah, I see you. Never mind, guy's dead already. That was quick. It seems, I don't know if it's because of my ultimate right now. It might be actually. Ow. Like it is lacking stability, but has good handling also. There seems to be a pattern on what you guys enjoy with this weapon right now. Let's see. Okay, we got stability. No, actually, it has very good stability. I think it was just my ultimate. Yeah, it was just my ultimate the way that I was using it. Definitely, definitely. Okay, I can't see anything. I literally cannot see. Don't know what is happening. Okay, that's disgusting. The license for me right now, I can only dive above 40 meters. Okay, so they do it based off of licensing. They do the licensing based off of the depth that you're allowed to do it. And okay, that is great to know, because I'm very interested in getting one of those licenses. So that would be very cool to know. I did not know that. Okay, cool. My suspicions have been verified. Thanks for that. Oh man, I just had a little burp there. Excuse me. Feel like a damn baby. Okay, hold up. Oh, what is this? What is this? Get out of here. No. Oh, no. Got me good. Got me good. Yeah, I'm very interested in that, so thank you, Steve. Thank you. I have a beer, the show can start. Oh yeah. That's when it gets good. As soon as you have a beer in you. Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear. Damn, I really should have had a little drink, huh? A little drink. 20 meters, bro. Is that not what I said? I thought I read 20 meters. I don't know. Above 20? Is that not what I don't know. Did I say feet? I swear, I better not have said feet. That would have been crazy. That would be... Did I say not meters? I feel like I said meters. Yeah, I really should have also brought... Let's get this guy first. I really should have had a nice little drink to sip on. My, okay, he's gonna get me. Maybe he's not, maybe he's not, maybe he's not. Get you, though, get you. There's too many of them. I got distracted by them. The recoil, a little bit interesting. I'm not sure that I'm used to this recoil that you have on it. Oh, I'm so going to die here. There's like 11 people killing me right now. Oh, man. There's a rum that I was gifted. It was aged in a maple wood barrel, and it is the best thing that I have sipped on. It's so damn good. I didn't even know it was a thing. I should have definitely grabbed one of those over here to for the show. Damn, maybe next time. Maybe you know what? I'm gonna leave that for when I'm doing the Mario Kart stream. That way I can drink and drive. That's what I wanted to do in my life. Hold up. Come over here. Where are you? I can't really get him right now. I was like... I was using my health thing. Damn. Shit, wrong moment. You never tested the vodka SMG on vodka? Oh wait, was that the goal? Was the goal to do it on vodka? Holy shit, you just reminded me. You just... Wow, okay. You just... brightened up. You just rang such a bell. Like, I'm telling you, the goldfish memory, it's there. I did not know that that was part of testing that one. I did not know that was part of it. Okay, I got destroyed. Damn. Now I gotta do it again. Now I gotta use that SMG again, but on vodka. I'll see if I can remember that for the next stream. Hopefully I do. I feel like now that we had this conversation, now I'll remember. I think that's how it's gonna work, right? Let's see. Let's see. I have not done a drinking stream in a while, so let's see. Let's see. You said 40 meters. Ah, shit. Damn. I don't even know where I got the 40 from. God damn it, I'm getting destroyed right now. These guys are crazy. Actually wild. They're completely crazy. Okay, let's switch over to a Poca. I actually like this. Yeah, I gotta try it again. I gotta look at something. I really gotta... Okay, yeah. I really gotta try this at a bit of a... like a little bit more range. It worked out really well for close quarters. Actually, for some reason, I don't know if it's the amount of handling. Like, it doesn't have the... Oh my god. I swear to god, Steve. You're smoked. Hold up. Yeah, I really gotta pay a little bit of more attention. God damn it, Steve. To the recoil pattern here. Because I have been yapping so much that I totally forgot to do that. This is why I never get to do everything that I program for the stream. This is exactly why. Hold up, let me actually do this. I can't believe I'm reviving the person that has been smoking me the whole time. Let's go to the side. There's somebody right on top, and I'm gonna ignore them for now. I see you. Okay, yeah. Oh, that guy wants to zip me. Zip me. Nobody here? No? There's somebody coming on the side, though. Okay, good. Okay, that's good, that's good. I wish I could use it at a bit more of a range. I'm definitely gonna have to try out Opoka's next game, because I wouldn't really be able to give it a good try here. I'm just gonna, as soon as we get into the match, I'm just gonna do it, like, press the button very quickly. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. Let's see. Because I really wanted to give this one a good try. A really good try. And I want to give them all a good try. So that's why. Okay, and as far as I can tell here, Dominic's version bounced about the same. And although they're all different builds, the bounce seems to be a part of the weapon. Like ingrained. Part of the fundamental part of the weapon that can't be fixed. Excuse me, it's kind of what I'm getting out of this right now. It's kind of what I understand here. Because so many different builds with so many different stats, and they all have that little bit of a bounce to it that you can't really get rid of. The only way, maybe if I go like 100% stability, that'll be interesting. But okay, I'm glad I checked out this one from Dominic. Muzzle velocity. Okay, and then what are we looking at on the stability? Yep, and it's still, this is like almost the best stability that you can ever get. And it still had the bounce. It still had it. Handling actually felt surprisingly okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of crazy. This feels good too. Interesting, just a little bit more handling on this weapon and I think it would go hard. I think it would actually go really well. Interesting, interesting. Okay, this is another good idea. And combining with this one with the previous, it'll be interesting. Now I gotta try Opoka's. And then I'm gonna try out the previous one that I made that I found to be the best option. I want to see if I still encounter the same issues. Because the stability on this one, I think, was enough. I don't know. I'm gonna try... Yeah, I'm gonna try Opoka's. I'm gonna try Opoka's on the next match here. And then let me make sure that I import my long range one to keep it on the last slot here, on the current modification. Let me do that here. I'm gonna try these two at the end, and then Opoka's first. I want to give Opoka's the longest try. Let's get into a match. Let's see. I swear, Luna Volterra is too overpowered. They should not buff the range. Yeah. No, it's absolutely insane. It does so much. That Volterra does everything that you ever wanted to. And then they buffed it. That's crazy to me. They also buffed, at least if I remember correctly, they buffed her ultimate to have a little bit of extra time that they are revealed, that the enemy is revealed for. Which is insane to me. I did not realize the gun needed that. Like, the Luna needed that. Like, everything she has is so good. It's crazy. That's why everybody uses her. Everybody uses her, which is wild. Yeah, the K437 is a pattern gun. Yep, okay. This is the thing about the K437, if you fix the bounce, the gun is just not that good. That's what I'm wondering, because what could you even do to fix the bounce? I think it would really just be increasing stability as much as possible, and it wouldn't, yeah, and as you said, it would make the rest of the weapon feel like shit. So that is, maybe it's just something that to deal with, I guess. It could be.
Get ready, soldier.
It could be. The very first and important rule when you're diving is never hold your breath no matter what. Even if your goggles break in the water. Really now? Not gonna lie, I did not know that. I actually thought that you could, unless, I mean, while you're moving up and down, I wouldn't have thought, like, I would have thought that holding your breath would be bad, right? Like, if you're moving because of the different pressures, different pressures that you feel. So, compressing and decompressing the air, so it makes sense why you wouldn't want to hold your breath there. I didn't think that that was like a general rule for every situation. I did not know that. Okay, makes sense. Cool to know. Look at that. I'm somebody who's certified. Very cool. Alright, let's try Opocas. It's going to be the first one to try here. Let me look at the stats real quick. Okay, this is more like everything is about average, which is good. We got stability, we got the short barrel. Okay, we got current firing stability with the firing stability on this one. Interesting. And this is the overall. This one gives overall control. 45. Laser. Okay, alright. Yeah, this looks okay. Let's see. I can see where you were going for. This seems like a very medium everything weapon. So let's see. Different style. That'll be interesting. I see a lot of the short barrels though. How do you guys have actually... Wait, this feels good. Wait, hold on. Interesting. This actually feels pretty alright. Let's get you. Bam. Oh man, my ping. Oh, it's crazy. I could already tell when I was killing that person. Oh yeah. Whatever. We'll deal with it. It's okay. Let's see. I'm gonna try to go to the containers. That's where I'm gonna go. I find in some weapons you can get rid of the bounce by reducing the firing stability, as in by making the firing stability better or making it worse. Which one are you referring? Because if you... I don't know what you mean by the word reducing. That's what I hate about stats like that sometimes. That reducing could mean two things. So I want to make sure to clarify. I want to make sure that we're clarified here. Okay, I didn't think that guy would get me. He would have gotten me though. Definitely would have gotten me. Oh shit. Hold on. I didn't see you. Where the hell are you? On the right. There's somebody... Oh, okay, there's so many of them looking this way. I don't like that. Get you. Okay. Recoil, not hard to control. There's not too much of it on this build. There's a little bit more than usual. Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, got him anyways. Hell yeah. I will play one more game with you, Ox. Who? Hell yeah. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it, Steve. Let's make this into a good one here. Excuse me again. God damn, I'm gassy. Yeah. But I forgot where you were streaming. I forgot you were streaming. It's 6:18 already. Yeah, it is. Yep. Already 6:22 over here. It's crazy. I do gotta end the stream. I don't know, like in an hour. I think it should be no problem. But we still got some time. Don't you worry. There's still time. There's always time. Come to the side? Wasn't there a person there? I swear to God, I have not seen another person. Where are these people? I don't see anyone. Everybody's just hidden. I've been running around the whole ass map at this point. Oh, there we go. There's someone. And I almost died. Okay, they're on the left. Let me go over here. I saw his little icon. Oh, that's a vehicle. Don't want to deal with that. Why it's a game? There we go. Okay, do that. This actually feels interesting. This feels like the most different so far. And what's really interesting about it though is that I can tell you cared a little bit about firing stability. But the one that was especially for firing stability, right? There was a, I think it was Yunha's version. That was literally all to cancel out fire instability, and it still had that bounce, but yet this one doesn't feel as bouncy, although it still has it. I think I'm just getting more used to it. That might be the problem. I might just be getting a little bit more used to the bounce than I really expected, and I got destroyed. Shit. Because the pressure under the water, if you hold your breath, your lung will explode. Yeah, see, that's what I mean, that I really thought that the pressure would be the same if you took in a breath, right? At, let's say that you're at 15 meters and you don't move from 15, right? Let's say that you're like a 15 or 16 or like 14, in that range, right? I thought it wouldn't be a general rule, because if you, let's say you're breathing at 15 meters, you hold your breath at 15, you stay at 15. I didn't think anything would happen. But I guess general rule, I guess, just to make it safe, in case you do move without realizing. I guess that makes sense, yeah. That kind of makes sense. Okay, was that the same person? Why did I just go to the same place that I got killed from? Yeah, I really gotta... I want to do some certifications. Because I live in Florida, and I don't have one. Like, how's that even possible? Who knows? I gotta learn all these shit. I gotta do that. The ADS walk speed is not up to a Poca standard. Yeah, see, that it's a very important stat. That could be something. But it's a good concept, and I can tell that the ADS movement speed is probably due to the ops stock, because, I mean, obviously, look at this, right? You're not gonna dodge any shots with that. But, I'm mainly right now looking at how it fires compared to the previous, because it does seem to be that the reign of the K437 is absolutely over, right? It's not good for everything anymore. So it's not going to be good for short and long ranges anymore. It seems to be that we're going to have to stick to creating a short range version and sticking to that. So anywhere from 0 to, let's say, 60, 70 meters. Let's say 60 meters. That, I think, might be the ideal... I'm gonna die. The ideal range of the K437 now. So, given that, I might not try to increase the range of the weapon. It might not be worth it. It might not be worth increasing, given what they meant to do with the weapon. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, hopefully that made some sense, because I'm trying to come up with words as I'm shooting, or as I'm getting shot at, I guess. I'm trying to come up with words. Come to the right. Wait, hold on. Which one saw me? Out of all those people, was it... Look at this guy. I see your little legs. I think people don't realize that their legs actually stick out if you do... Oh, no, wait, there was another person in there. That's hilarious. I'm gonna out for work, Ox. Bye. Now see you next stream. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Yunha. Have a wonderful work day. I hope it goes well. Hope you don't have any issues, any shitty bosses. Have a good time, Yunha. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. There's this guy was just sitting here. So how are they spawning? What's going on here? Who put the spawn beacon down over there? I gotta see if I can get him. Oh man. Making it worse, so I think the negative firing stability, negative the recoil bounce in some weapon. Making it worse. Really now? Making it worse on the firing stability. You know what? I'm gonna have to test that. I'm actually gonna write that down, because that is something that I'm gonna test. Make firing stability worse. Test if... Why is it bold? What the hell? There we go. Test if it helps recoil... I can't spell. Recoil bounce. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna test that. Definitely gonna test that. That is an interesting idea that I have never thought of. So I'm definitely gonna have to test that. Especially now that I'm almost done with every weapons build, like base build that I wanted to put out. I'm almost done with that, so it's gonna be about time for me to get really in depth into a lot of the stats. It's gonna be quite interesting. I don't see you. What the? Okay, hold up. Oh, was it just me, or was this guy like? Okay, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I'm just getting destroyed this game. God damn. All right, let's see. It is the muzzle that gives you some extra, but for some reason it's better than it shows on the stats. It's better than it shows on the stats. In which way? As in, so the stats make it look like the firing stability is of a certain amount, and then when you try it, it actually does more? Is that what you're trying to say? Like, for firing stability? Like, which stat is better than it shows? Which specific stat is what I'm curious about? Because all these things, they kind of matter a little bit. They kind of matter. I'm trying to make sense of it all. Make sense of it all. Oh, nobody here. Nobody here. Stream lags. I need 5 years. Oh no. At least I'm just happy that my OBS says that I have dropped 0 frames. That's what I'm happy about. Let's use this. Go to the right. How does the... Yeah, the ADS walking speed is still a little bit too slow. Still a little bit too slow. It's gonna be interesting. God damn it, Steve. Definitely gotta see what to do about that one. Okay, well, I was not expecting that to take so many shots, which could be the problem now. Definitely the problem now. Can't take that many shots to kill. Which maybe there is some merit to increasing the range, but keeping the other stats as close to an SMG as possible. Maybe there is merit, just so that it doesn't take like 6 shots to kill at that range. That would be interesting. That's what I gotta check out. That's what I gotta check out. Yo, I'm back. Hello, Samuel. Welcome back. How are you doing today? Thanks for stopping by and coming back and catching another stream. And I think due to the 223 blackout, it fires, the devs nerfed the range so that you go towards those closer ranges. Yeah, it's a 300 blackout cartridge, which makes sense if they are trying to go for shorter ranges. It does make absolute sense, and yeah, the ADS movement speed definitely needs to go up on this one a little bit, for sure. But I do like the idea. This gave me a couple of ideas here, Polka. You guys, all of you right now, have definitely given me some interesting ideas. Dominic, Gukin, and Polka. This is interesting. I realized that I haven't even touched the 725 yet, so I'm gonna try out my old best one here, real quick. We only have 70 tickets to go. Let's see what that feels like in comparison. Now that I have been using the other one so much, feels good. I'm not gonna lie, that feels pretty good. We'll see. Firing stability. Oh wait, where am I? Nope. Okay. But yeah, as I was saying before I switch topics, the 300 blackout was definitely meant to replace those like 9mm submachine guns. Meant to replace that, so having something a little bit more powerful on a nice compact package. So it makes sense if the devs actually looked at that and said, let's make this weapon be good for shorter ranges only. Instead of how it was before, which was literally good at everything. It was actually insane how good it was for everything. Let's go to the right. I need to find some people without them seeing me so that I can really test this one. Yeah, the ADS movement speed on this one feels a little bit better. I don't know the actual number. Maybe it's the animation. Who knows? But who the hell? Oh my god. Can I heal fully now? Yes. Okay, good. 20, 20. Do I see you? Yeah, I do. Okay, there are so many things happening over there. It's crazy. Oh, I'm alive. Let's go. There's a sniper to the side, though. Yeah, see? Ah, man, it's so different now. It's so different. I should have been able to get her. That was also my bad aim, though. That was not the weapon's fault. That was my bad handling of the weapon. And let's compare that, though, real quick. Maybe I can do it in like a kill or two. Real quick, because there's still enough time to get a kill or two. Let's compare that to the new one here that is mainly all ranged. Oh, fuck. Damn it. can't believe they saw me before I saw them. No, no, no. Yes, okay. Okay. Well, I was about to die, so I couldn't really get to test it there, but it might kind of feel the same, so I'm curious. I'm definitely getting a lot of ideas. I'm going to be able to finish up the build off stream, though. That's probably what I'll do. Probably what I'll do here. Fire instability is better than it shows. Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to test out then. Especially when I'm doing the full test of the firing stability. Especially then. Alright, so that is it for the K437. I got some really good ideas. I wonder if... Let's see here. If anybody's interested, this is the new one. It's not going to be amazing. There's a lot of work to be done. This one is actually just for testing to see what would happen if you were to use this weapon at a longer range. I'm going to send that in the chat here for you guys in case somebody wants it, just to mess around with it. Keep in mind, this is not going to be the greatest one ever. It's just a test. Just a test. And the play might be going for short range only. That might be the play. So, still don't know. Still testing. But this is one of the better tests, I guess. Back, what is good? What are you doing today? Today, we're checking out the K437, the 725, and I was going to do challenges, but I don't think there's going to be time at this point, actually. I really don't think there's going to be time to do the chat-submitted challenges, because I've been so distracted, and I keep yapping. I gotta stop yapping. I just don't want to miss your chats, you know? I really don't want to miss your chats, but I have been yapping a lot. Okay, try hard so much on PC? Yeah, for real. If you're playing on PC, you gotta try, especially on days like this. Everybody, apparently, all the good players are playing right now, apparently. I forgot, what was your question about the pressure when you were diving? Oh, it was that I really didn't think that, let's say that you don't move much in depth. Let's say that you stay to like 15 meters, let's say. You take a big breath at 15. You hold your breath at 15. I didn't think there would be an issue with that, right? Like, as long as you don't go too far from that 15. But I'm sure it's a lot safer to not even worry about it and just not hold your breath. I'm sure that that's a much better idea. I was just curious, to be honest. If you reduce the breath sway a bit on my build, it gets better, but I have a lot of tests before I can call it a good gun. Yeah, no, for sure. That's why it takes so long with my builds too. Because there's a lot of testing to be done. There's a lot of testing, so I don't blame you. I don't blame you. And what's interesting that a lot of people don't know, you guys are, if you know this or not, I don't know, I guess we'll see. But the breath sway range actually still affects the weapon while you shoot. So as you are shooting, the little, I don't know if you've seen, right? If you guys have seen, notice how the weapon moves a little bit. It does like a little infinity sign. It does this. It does this, right? A little infinity sign. While you are shooting, that is still happening. Even if it's barely noticeable, it is still happening and it is still affecting your shots as you shoot. So let's begin at the bottom right of the infinity sign, which is right now. Look at where it's going, look at where it ends, right? It ends over here. And then let's say that I start it at the bottom left, right there, of the infinity sign. And notice how it ended further to the right, because the pattern started at the bottom, it did this, and then it kept going right, alright? A little bit further right than where it ended before, which was here. The second time it ended here because I started it at a different timing of the infinity pattern. It's a thing that a lot of FPS shooters do. Call of Duty does it too. And a lot of people don't know about it. So it's funny that you mentioned actually reducing the breath sway a bit actually makes it better, because a lot of people don't realize that. That's nice, Apoka. I actually really like that you knew that. That's crazy. But yeah, that's why it takes so long making these goddamn builds. In mobile, I always try to steal the enemy assault vehicle. Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Every time that there is a chance for me to steal a vehicle, that is exactly what I do. That is exactly what I try to do. It's just too fun taking their shit. It's too fun. For sure. Yeah, but yep, a lot safer. Yeah, that makes sense. But if I were you, I will never want to try that. Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely, I get it. I mean, it makes total sense why, in the sense of like safety. That's why a lot of things, even though, yeah, sure, like the, what was it, 3 or 4 rules of weapons, right? Like, don't aim at somebody, like, don't aim it at something that you don't know what is behind it. Don't never have your finger on the trigger, like all these things, right? They don't really matter much if you're in a safe scenario where it's already unloaded, right? But like you still want to care for it. Like just all these things combined just make it an actual safe experience. So it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes absolute sense. I gotcha. For sure. Sure, your weapon appearances, you know, you get the free mana bricks and kind of free keys to open. Oh, damn, that's true, actually. You have a chance to get weapons, which is worth a lot. But with this money, you can only buy in-game. That is actually very true. Hold on. Let me do that. I've not opened up a damn box in a while, now that you mention it. Hold up. I got them right here. We've got 5. Scanning all 5 right now. Let's hit the button. What do we got? Should I skip? Or should I, like, do the thing? Let's do the thing for now. Ooh, purple! Wait, I actually don't think I've ever gotten a purple before here. Ooh, wait. Wait, that looks sick. What the f... That looks sick. Oh my god, that is the best thing I have ever gotten out of a mandel brick. I think I gotta retire while I'm up. Okay, the rest is just shit. Yeah, see what I mean? This is usually what I get. This. But that MP7, that was the best MP7 that I've ever seen. That was crazy. That was really good. Wow, I like that. That's there we go. Bam. I really like how this looks. This is very nice. Okay, let me catch up to chat now, and let's work on the 725 for 1 game. And then I will end the stream after that. Let's see. Hey Ox, it's been a while. Recommendations for getting melee kills for operator advancement. Definitely Knox. With your ultimate. And go around the map. But Knox. Like, if you really want to go... I noticed that first week, while I was trying out Knox, as he had just come out, I was set up for a lot of knife kills. You really want to try to get those recons that are all the way in the back lines. You want to try to sneak all the way around with his ultimate, because they won't be able to see you whenever they do. Excuse me. Whenever they do their ultimate, Luna's ultimate, it gets countered by Knox's ultimate. So you want to sneak all the way around with the ultimate on, and if they see you, flash them and then try to knife them. But yeah. Hopefully they don't see you. But the trick here is the silent assault ultimate here. That is the trick. That is what you want to go for. For sure. I'm excited to try the new K437 setup next round. Hell yeah. Yeah, let me know how it goes for you. I'm very interested because it's not what I would call... It's not flushed out, but it's an idea. It's an idea. We'll see. Let me actually switch over here. 725. Let's switch over to see what we got here. This is the old one. Okay, good. Easier to explain some when you're on the surface. You're taking 1 breath, but every 10 meters diving down, you need to take 1 more breath. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Which in 30 meters, 3 breaths, 1 breath on the surface. Equals 1 breath. Okay. Damn, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta think about that a little bit. That kind of makes sense, though. I get that. Yeah, just the different pressures would definitely affect all that, for sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna... You know what, Steve? You've done it. I have been convinced. I will finally pay for classes. I will finally go for that. I live in Florida and I don't have one. That should be illegal. If you live in Florida, you should have one of those licenses. So I feel like that's what I'm gonna go for. Thank you, Steve, for bringing this up, because I really would have not done it for a long time. Don't name your guns. That's something if you ain't ready to shoot it. Yep, there's another one. There's another one. I remember, I used to remember them so well, and now I just forget them all because I intuitively don't do the things that, like, you're supposed to not do. You know, like, I'm very safe around them. After so many classes that I've taken, courses and classes, everything just kind of gets ingrained, but I forgot the words, which is crazy. I got this MP7 skin twice in a row. No way, what? Damn. That is crazy, actually. I have never gotten anything that good out of a Mando break. So getting it twice is crazy. Yours with condition A is like 230 Delta coins in store, the MP7. Really? Oh, okay. Not too bad. It's not too bad. That's more than 0. I like that. I like that. Alright, gotta go. Going to bath after gym. Hope everyone in here have a great night or morning. Take care and be happy. Likewise, Steve, thank you for stopping by. That was a wonderful couple of games that we had there. And thank you for sharing your experiences about Budapest and your diving. I appreciate that. As always, thanks for being here, Steve. Hoot hoot. I need to test the K437 on mobile later because normally I play on mobile. Okay, that makes sense. But it would be great to play with you. Hey, absolutely. Absolutely. Kiki, I just love to troll hard. Yeah, I can tell, considering you keep smoking me. For sure. Damn, I didn't think that would actually persuade you learning diving. Well, it's not just that. It is that I have been thinking about it for such a long time, and now that I'm actually having a conversation about it, it like brought it all up again. It made that the inkling that I had, I guess, like that wanting that I had for it, it just made it a little bit stronger. So, yeah. Oh yeah. I sold one M4A1 Spectrum Blitz for 8,000. Oh no way, you actually got that skin. Did you get Jumpy, did you get that skin from a Mando break? Did you get that like from a drop? That is crazy. That was wow. See ya, Steve. Have a wonderful day. Have a great shower. Let's see. Hoot hoot, by the way. Let's go to the barrel, of course, right? Now, the short barrel is not going to work out. Wait, what were the changes? I actually totally forgot. Hold on. Let's go here. 725. We got in... Okay, so it shows up twice. This is an operations. Okay, so never mind. It doesn't matter. Base damage increase from 25 to 34. And the range has increased to 75%. It used to be 70% of damage. Okay, great. So... we don't want to decrease the range. Definitely not. And what do we care about in a shotgun? We don't care about control. That does not matter. We also don't care about stability. Really doesn't matter. Accuracy, yes. Handling, yes, because it usually means better ADS and better ADS movement speed. So, excuse me. Given that, if we decrease the range by 1 here, does that have anything to increase the range by more? Does not look like it. This is still at 7, and it has not increased the range at all. So therefore, we don't want that. That should be your number one thing with a shotgun. A range of 9 meters, that's going to be a lot more powerful, and we get a whole bunch of other things here. Watch me go through all this process. And it's the same build as before. Watch. That'll be crazy. Let's see. Let's see here. So we care about accuracy, of course, with the foregrip. And handling. We don't care about control, so we're not looking at any control things. I know there's a filter here, but it doesn't work that well. So let's keep looking. The competition hand stop is the best one for accuracy, 100%. The best one, that is the main thing that we care about too, so we're probably gonna have to end up with that one. I really think this might end up being exactly the same build that we already had before, but the weapon might just be a lot better. Let's take a look here. We got control and accuracy, we don't care, so we have handling and accuracy, a little bit of both. 254, which is good, and then 408. What would that mean when we're checking out the competition hand stop? This is much better. Competition hand stop is the play. If we look at it, maximum firing spread while standing is 2.5 degrees. And the hip fire spread, yeah, the maximum is really the one that we're looking at here. It was 2.5, and then if we look at the mini hand stop, 2.7. So we definitely grab the competition hand stop no matter what. I mean, this is just a clear winner. Clear winner, no other option. On the rails, we got these options. We're not going to mess with that for now. Now, this hurts what we care about, which is handling. But it does give us better aiming spread, which is powerful. That is very powerful to have. But does it actually? That is a real question, because I have noticed sometimes that they don't. They say they do, and yet they don't. So that's going to be something to test. And I don't want to hurt the handling and such too much. So now we're going to keep trying to go for accuracy. Is there anything here? Yep. Ornate handguard. Ornate handguard. Accuracy. Accuracy. That's going to be useful for us. The optic, obviously, I'm just going to go for the same thing as before, because I really like the little dot that it has, the little halo. That's what I like. Then on the stock, got high accuracy. Does this change anything? Does this give us... No. So we are probably going to go... Is this the same damn build? I swear to God, this might be the same build. It's not. Interesting. This is actually higher on accuracy. Okay. Interesting. Okay, now, was the reason why I went higher in accuracy here, is it because it doesn't change past a certain number? We got 1.58. Yeah, this is actually might just be the same goddamn build, I swear. Let's see. So we're here. Where's the spread on that? Spread. Okay. It's pretty consistent. Spread is pretty consistent right now. It is inside of every single one is landing inside of the circle. It's actually in a smaller circle inside of the circle. A pretty small one. This is actually the furthest deviation that we have gotten so far. That is the furthest deviation that we have gotten. So, let's say that I switch it up to the previous. I need to save this. Let's save this as test. I'll catch up to chat as soon as I start finding matches. So let's see. So if we're here, the deviation is already bigger. So it is actually, yeah, it seems to actually take effect. I don't want to get too crazy and take screenshots and do the little measuring tape right now, because I'm in the middle of a stream. But it actually does look like a bigger deviation. So what if I hit test, and then let's go for, on the rail, a nice little laser, because it does help the accuracy while it's on. Let's try that out. Let's see. What we got? Yeah, I'm not sure that the laser actually did anything. We're just gonna leave that on though, just for now. And then, calibration. Gotta do that. Let's see what we got. Firing stability does not matter. ADS movement speed, muzzle velocity, ADS speed does matter. Gonna be too close for muzzle velocity to matter. So ADS movement speed here, good. Control doesn't matter. ADS speed here. This is starting to look oddly similar to the previous. Aiming stability while breathing. Well, because we don't care about control, we might as well just go for this, I guess, at this. Firing stability, hip fire aim speed. Okay, good. Eye relief. Great. I'm gonna save this. Save that there. The builds are just so close together. It's almost the same thing. The only thing is, if we look at the handling, 2.85 meters per second, 330 milliseconds here. We got 350, 283, and I think this is 285. Yeah, 285. On the hip fire, 159. Okay. But this is much better. It could be useful. Let's just try that out for a game here while I catch up to chat.
D-Wolf reporting for duty.
Where am I? I bought... Oh my god, my throat. This is why I can't stream for longer than 3 hours. At least most of the time. Oh man. It's scratchy. That's what I get for yapping so goddamn much. Maybe the secret to streaming a little bit longer is to yap less.
I remember your warning. But for only...
Okay. This is the worst map ever for this. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Let's see. Okay. I bought one A condition for 3,000, was a huge steal, and one open in Mandel brick and sold for 8,000. That is so crazy that you got that on a mandel break. I bet you can get anything at this point. Anything off of the marketplace. That's super cool that you got that. That's wild. Very lucky. Good stuff. Good stuff. Makes me want to gamble and see us go. Okay. Hold on. Try that again. Oh, I didn't test out. Now that I just realized that I didn't test out the capability, the ADS aiming spread. I didn't test that out. I gotta look at that. Let's come around because she just keeps. Okay, good. That is a one-shot kill from that range with a hip fire. That's good to know. For sure. The one I bought in my hand right now. Oh, damn, I should have looked. I didn't read that chat till now. Whoops. Spawn next to me next round. I'll show you the weapon inspection. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hold on. Let me spawn on you. I'll do that. Where are you? Where are you? I literally don't know which one you are. Oh, you're on top. Hold on. Let's see. Let me get up there. Yeah, I see you. I see you. There you are. Oh, God. Bad spot. Bad spot. Okay. Hey. Oh, that looks pretty... That looks nice. Oh, no. Hold on. I got you.
Hold on, I'm here.
I got you. Don't you worry. I want to see this. What a bad spot. Oh, that actually worked. Hold on. What range was that? That was from here to here, more or less. Oh, my God. I didn't even get to... Okay, 25 meters. That was 25 meters. Okay. That was very good. That was very good. I'll spawn on you again, Jumpy. Let's see. Maybe we get a little bit more freedom here around it. Never mind. That's not you. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. What a bad map for a shotgun. What a crazy... Okay. That was absolutely wild. Oh, man. Before we go, the reason I want to learn diving is because I usually travel a lot by plane, but never going under the sea. That's why my own reason. Okay, yeah, hey, that's a cool idea. You always go by plane, but you want to be in the water. That makes sense. You get there, you get in the water. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I assume a lot of these places, though, to really dive, it would cost a lot. Because I swear, when I went, well, he's not even here right now, but just for you guys, last time, I think it was in Mexico, and they had diving tours and stuff, and that was like $200. I mean, that was ridiculous to go dive. That was actually crazy, but I guess it makes sense if you have to rent out all the equipment and all that, but man, that shit was expensive. Maybe you can bring your own stuff? I don't know, is that a thing? Is that allowed? I don't know. Let's come to the side. To the right side, specifically. There's no one around here, and this is the worst section of the map for a shotgun. Come up. What do we got? Anybody here? Ooh, got you. Ooh, gotcha. Yeah, this feels good. This definitely feels so much better than before the nerf. I mean, before the buff. The gun was not anywhere near as good as it is now. Very happy they did this, because it's already a double barrel shotgun. So you would think that only having 2 shots and then having to reload would already be enough of a downside. But before the buff, it really didn't do enough damage at ranges. I'm glad they did something to it. Ooh, I thought I was about to do it to her. I thought it was gonna do her dirty. Thank you, Ox. I'm advancing the support class operator, for example. You have to do certain things, and since I don't do operations, I'm stuck figuring out how to do 3 times melee kills, I think. Aha! I see what you mean. Yes. Yeah, no, I gotcha. I swear, as soon as Knox came out, I noticed that a lot of moments, there were a lot more moments than usual where I could knife people. Just because I was playing Knox. Just by playing him. Because he's a lot more quiet, and my playstyle is already... you probably noticed how I always say, let me get around to the side. What range was that? That was crazy that I got him there. Hold up. I know there's someone right here. I swear. Oh, that guy's already dead. Oh, I could have survived if I wouldn't have taken that extra time. Damn. This definitely feels very good, though. I barely heard the handling from the last build. I barely heard it. And the accuracy feels like it has gotten... It's actually affecting the weapon a little bit. I'm gonna have to see off stream and count the pixels. But for now, it's looking like it's actually working out with the 725. We'll see. We'll have to see. Like and sub his channel, and peace. Hoot. Peace, Steve. Hoot hoot. Do as he said. Like and sub. Thank you, Steve. If you see this later on the replay, what is it called? VOD. Yes. If you see this later, thank you very much, Steve. Hope you have a wonderful day. Come around, come around. Nothing here, nothing there. Don't see anybody. This section is also not good with the shotgun. Might actually switch my secondary to the sniper revolver. Might do that. Ooh, I should have killed him there. Damn. Okay, go around the side and show me how a melee kill is done. You know what? I could probably actually do that this game since I'm already going for shotgun kills. I'm not gonna be... Well, no, actually, what am I saying? Knox can use the shotguns. Hold up. I gotcha. I gotcha, Creek. Hold up. Let's do this. No, wrong damn... Hold up. I gotta switch the sidearm. I always forget to do what I say I'm about to do. Hold on. Revolver. Switch that up to this one right here. Should be wonderful. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna go around the side here. And do the good old reach around. Let's get it. But now what's gonna be hard about it is that there's a little bit of a choke point over here, and there's gonna be a lot of marksman rifles over here, so you have to keep that into account. I'm gonna try to get away. Okay, see, I see this guy. I'm gonna have to smoke him or flash him. Is he still there? I don't think so. See, this guy sees me. I can't do it from there. Yeah. Oh, man. Can I get to that rock? Can I get to that rock? That is the question. And I believe I have my ultimate ready. I just realized that I actually have a skin for Knox. I didn't even notice. This is the worst spawn I could have gotten. Oh, no. I did not realize. Whoopsies. I definitely should not have gone on that. I see you. That could be a perfect candidate. As long as he doesn't get killed by my teammates. Yeah, he did. Oh! Well, there's one. There's one, Creek. I gotcha, told you. That was scary as shit. Oh my god. I thought he was dead already. Flash over here so I can get closer. Aw, man, see? Okay, here we go. Now they can't really scan me. They can't scan me again, which is what I was going for there. Idiot, no, can't do it. May the hoot be with you. Hoot, hoot, Creek, hoot, hoot. There are much better maps for knifing. Let's say that you get a trench lines. That is ideal. That is exactly what you want. Trench lines is the map for that. It's, although you might not think so because it's huge, it's actually pretty good because of the trenches. As soon as you get to the trenches area, you can definitely sneak around real well. And if it's night mode, oh man, they're not even gonna see you coming. So that, you want to go for that too if you can. If you can, night mode trench lines. That is the play there. Let me keep going to the right. I'm gonna actually take the shotgun, that way I only take out the knife whenever I absolutely know that I can get a knife kill. And there is a marksman rifle that saw me earlier over there, and hopefully this person... Ah, see, they see me. Yep. Oh, he's actually got a scope on that, that's crazy. I don't have a chance of doing anything here, so I'm just gonna get down, hopefully survive here, and then heal up, and then try to keep sneaking forward. Let me see if he's still looking this way. He's not. Okay. It's not looking this way still. Let me use my ultimate so I don't get found by what are they called again? The scouts, the recons? What's her name? Luna. Yeah, by Luna. Take out the shotgun. Now I know this guy's still here. Wait for that to blow up. Keep going, keep going. He doesn't hear me. He doesn't really know that I'm here. And then all I have to do is that. And then actually take care of the people who I'm gonna knife now. So this is what you want to be. Hopefully nobody sees me, though. It's kind of scary. Well, there's one. She saw me, so I had to shoot her. Don't see anybody to the right. Now we knife him. Let's go. There's one. There's two. No. Damn it. I got so close to get into third. That's for you, Creek. That's for you. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. It's the whenever you ult with what's his name, Knox. Nobody hears you. Nobody can hear you, and nobody can see you. So that's where you want to get behind the Lunas. Trying to go full Splinter Cell. Hell yeah. That's what it takes. That's what it takes sometimes. Oh, goodness gracious. What if I just challenge them with this? What now? Huh? What are you gonna do? What if I hit you in the head with this one? They don't want to pop out. They don't want the smoke. They don't want the smoke. Oh, look at that. Okay. You're a true knife master, Ox. Thank you, Greek. It's all Knox. That's all Knox does. Very good for that. Very good for that. Let me see if I can keep going to the side though, because I want to keep using the 725. Actually, no. I'm gonna switch over to Viren now. There we go. Let's do this. Okay, not engineer. Hello. I don't want that. 725. Let's keep using that. Actually, I'm going to compare it. Okay, so I already got a good comparison for the test one here. So I'm going to move over to the previous one that I made. Let me see if that's any better. Splinter Cell. Man, what a game. I have not played any Tom Clancy Splinter Cell thing in such a long time. I think the last one that I played was like on the PS2. On the PS2, which is crazy. You can't do anything there. Is there somebody on the right? It doesn't look like it. Let me see here. See, she sees me. But will she hit me while I run? This guys have no idea that I'm here. You do. She knows, so I gotta kill her. Gotta do this. Right here. There we go. Okay. Gotta have a sniper pistol. If you're gonna be using shotguns, you gotta have it. Go up top. And now what they don't know is that I'm here. Until they hear me, which they will hear me, because I'm not playing Knox, so they are gonna hear me. Maybe I could actually get that tank. If he keeps moving closer, I'd probably throw my stuff at it. Yep, there we go. And then get out of here. Alright, now hopefully teammate can get the rest. I don't know what to do now, but yeah. We'll see. Let's get the respawn beacon. Okay, still good at range. Still good. Hip fire doesn't feel as good. I don't know how I missed that second shot. I definitely should not have missed that, I think. Hello. I don't know what the hell he was aiming at. See you, though. And I thought I killed her. Oh, that it was this. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Damn, I was really trying to go for something there. I was really trying to go for something a little crazy. And I almost got away with it if it wasn't for that meddling... I don't know what I'm gonna say anymore. For these meddling kids. Okay, hold on. I see you. You're just gonna sit there like that? What if I just... Okay, well, it got absolutely hammered. Alright, well... Wait. Don't you dare place a spawn beacon right there, huh? Alright, now we're in closer ranges. So let's see. Is there somebody right, left? No? Check my corners. Nobody here? Don't see you. Nothing here. You can basically shoot them both instantly, the shells. If you shoot it fast enough, it's pretty much instant, which is crazy. I really would have thought there would be like a like an extra button that you press for it. We're yeah, never mind. I was gonna say we're not doing as bad as I thought. We're doing pretty bad. And this is not the map for a shotgun, but you know what? We're having fun. Am I right, boys? Am I right? Yeah, nobody here. That's all that matters. Ooh, oh, that's bad. That is a horrible place for me to be. I got her ass. Get fucked. At 49 meters, too. That is the furthest range where you can actually get a one-shot kill with a revolver. That's crazy. Do you have a respawn beacon? I don't see a respawn beacon. No. Ooh, can I get this? Oh, I can. Wonderful. Do this, and then... Oh, okay. I saw him come around me too, but I thought it was a different person. Whoopsies. Freak, let me know how that little strategy goes for you. Let me know whenever you try it. I'm curious. I'm sure you'll get it, actually. Do you have to get 3 in one match? Or is it just 3 period and any match?
We're over the halfway mark. Stay sharp.
Nobody here, nobody there. Got my little ACOG. Oh, hey. That does look pretty cool. That actually looks sick. I don't know. I love that green. Raven. That's what it says, huh? I don't even know what that means. I wonder why Raven. Ooh, got him. Damn. Hold on. I forgot we only have 6 rounds on this. Okay, I gotta run away here. I'm gonna die. Oh, no. Oh, that's not pretty. Wait. I don't even care if I die, as long as I get that. I think I got it. Let me see. Yes. Let's go. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. We've done it. That's all I care about whenever I'm playing Byron, honestly. Okay. Now, if they're gonna come from that little hill still. It's still gonna be happening. And I don't want to deal with that with the shotgun. Right? So, oh my god, I hate Luna's arrows so much. You need 3 melee kills, doesn't have to be in the same game. Oh, that is wonderful. Well, I know you're gonna have a good time with that one then. I know you'll have a good time with that one. And the thing is, the more you do it, the more addicted you get to it. Feel like you're gonna get 3, have fun with it, and then want to get 10 more. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Ah, the timing. Every time. Every time it's from 2 different areas. Alright. Let's take into account where the vehicles are. They have a whole bunch of vehicles over here to the right side, so let's go to the left side instead. We don't really want to deal with that right now, unless we are behind a vehicle. Then we do want to deal with it.
The enemy has taken objective Charlie 1.
Okay. Who sees me? It's you. Got him. 91 meters. Wonderful gun. Hey, man, I kind of wanted to get that. Teammate got him good. The question right now is, because I'm using the second build, let me see if I can survive. Oh, I'm alive. Let's go. The question right now is it worth having the extra handling, or is it better to just do the extra accuracy that we had earlier? Oh, I see you. Oh, I missed. I missed. Damn. He was trying to run me over too. Can you believe that? That is so rude. But the question is it worth having the extra handling, which is barely any. The number looks big, it's a 46 versus a 43, but that actually just means it's like 10 milliseconds of better ADS times and like 0.03 more meters per second. So is it worth that versus having way more accuracy? That is the question. Hold up. Come around, come around. I want to go to the side again, because you really can't take fights head on. If you try to do that, you're kind of screwed. Just reload. Is he going to chase? Oh, no, I missed. Damn. Oh, wait. No! No! I missed! Oh, disgusting. Wait, I still got it. Let's go. Oh, brother. I love that sound sometimes. I should probably do it so that whenever I press that button, there's like the animation pops up on the screen. I should probably do that, huh? Oh, you tried to blow him up? Hell yeah, I did. He doesn't deserve to live. I saw what he was going for. He needs to be blown up to bits, to pieces. The little roach that he is. Oh, it's going to the right. No one. Don't see anyone. I'm so gonna die. Run away. There's someone in here. And that is perfect because... Oh, wait, I saw him. You're up here. Where'd you go? Wait. Where is he? Is he on the... Oh, I see what's happening here. Hold on. No! I missed. How am I gonna do this? Wait, what am I saying? I've literally got a thing made for this. A tool, a bomb, a grenade. Hello man, can you get an M4A1 setup after the match? I really won't have time, but the latest M4A1 video that I have, which was I think like a season ago. I actually think it was literally a whole season ago. It's still the best one. Although they did change the range on the weapon, they nerfed it a little bit. They made the range a little bit worse. That was all they changed. The rest of the build is still the same. It's still all the same. So nothing has changed. You can literally just use that one. So as to not leave you with nothing, just go to that build. You'll have it. You'll have the full thing. Even the explanation as to why. I saw we're getting a new operator. She looks cool. It's like Hat Cloud Byron had a kid. That is very true. And you know what she reminds me of? Black Widow. I swear to God, we are getting Black Widow in the game right now. And it's so cool. She looks exactly like that to me. And it's, I don't know. I just think it's cool as hell. I am worried that the, what is it called? The little shock thing? The paralyzing tool that she has, the gadget. I'm worried that that might be too powerful because it seems to be able to go through cover. So it's like a drill charge, and I forgot what game it was. Was it a Call of Duty game? I really don't remember. Dude, I'm so confused. Why do I keep hearing... Where did she go? I don't even know if that was the same one. Oh, God. That is scary as hell. Hold on. I'm going crazy right now. Before I keep talking about that thing. Yeah, I'm afraid that it might be a little messy. Purely due to it being able to get through cover. Like, if you put it right here on this wall, it'll drill charge and explode back here. And paralyzation, so CC in a game, so like crowd control, if you guys don't know what it is. Crowd control in an FPS is not very fun. So I'm curious how that's gonna go. Okay, thank you. Best love from Russia. Absolutely. Best love from the US. No problem, Imka. I gotcha. And if there's any updates to the M4, you'll be the first one to find out, brother. Alright, hold up. Hold up. Come to the side. Nope. Couldn't survive. And I saw a new map. Yes, okay, now that I'm excited about. I'm not gonna lie. That I'm a lot more excited about right now. Although the new operator, very cool. But I'm worried about her. I'm not sure if she's gonna be fun or not for the people going up against her. I'm not sure yet. But the new map I'm very excited about because I think there's gonna be a lot of water. It's gonna be one of those island maps if I remember correctly. So I'm very excited about that one. I'm very curious how that's gonna go because I already know that they had been working on more water-based fighting or battles due to having an Ascension, due to having that beaching boat. Beaching is a new word that I just learned today from chat. I don't know if it's a real word. It might be. I don't know if it's a real word, but those boats already exist. So I'm kind of excited to see what water gameplay will look like. It's gonna be very fun. It'll be fun when we use it though. Yeah, that's true. Not fun when it's used against us. That is true. And that's exactly what I'm worried about. Guess we'll find out if it's balanced well. And if I am able to test it early, I will let everybody know how that works. I will definitely go in depth into it. K437, but this is better, needs a bit of vodka. Everything you send, I feel like it requires vodka for sure. I'll test it out right now in the firing range because I don't really have much time to keep going here. Let me see. K437. Loadout, import. Let's see. Fly. Okay, wait. This is interesting. Okay. Firing range. What do we got here? Okay, yeah, you kind of cooked with this one. This feels good. Hold on, let me see. What does the variation look like? That actually looks great, too. You might be right about having a little bit extra firing stability. You might be right about it. I do wonder. The vertical recoil is it's not that heavy, actually. It's not that bad. It's gonna be hard for people to control, but it's not horrible. At 0.88. At 0.88. That is interesting. Okay. You're definitely giving me ideas here. Okay. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting for me to try out in the future for sure. Okay, I'm gonna mess with that. I'm gonna mess with that later. Let me actually save it before I forget because I don't have any. Hold up, loadout. This I don't want to forget. Opoka. Here we go. Yes, perfect. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Try this. It is better. It needs a bit of vodka. I'll try with the vodka next time for sure. Hello, am I late? Greeting from Jakarta, Indonesia. Hello from the US. I will say, yes, you are a little late, as in I have been streaming for 3 hours now, and my throat is killing me. I'm not used to it because I keep yapping. But every week so far, every Sunday, I will be streaming, so catch me at around the same time. I usually start at 4 p.m., 4:15, around that time frame. Eastern Standard Time, which I don't know what that translates to most other areas. I'm not sure. I know it's 6 hours away from Spain. I know that much. I don't know about the rest of the world, but that's usually around the time that I start to stream. I do gotta end it off now. Let me just catch up to chat here before I say my goodbyes. That new operator comes out next month, right? Yes, in the next season. Now, is she gonna come out with the start of the season, or is she gonna come out mid-season? I hope at the start. There was, for these weapons, for example, for the K437 and the 725, they released them in the mid-season, but they actually released Knox at the start of the season, if I remember correctly, which I assume it would go with the same pattern. The same pattern would be for the next season. So I'm thinking she'll come out in about 10 days. In around 10 days, because the season ends in 9, so maybe 9 or 10 days. Something like that. But yes, she will be coming out real soon now. Real soon. Weekend and some, for sure. I'm trying to advocate Stinger. I'll try to figure out the sneaking around the back as Stinger. Same thing with the D-Wolf. I'm sure it would be fun to go into the map full Ox Knife Ninja style. Hey, it'll work. You know, actually, Stinger works really well because of the smoke. You can create a path to get around and at least make people lose vision of you as you are trying to get around with the smoke, since you can control it, since you can do the... Go over here real quick. So you can do this. If I go to the firing range, if it would actually open up. Oh my god. Okay. Why is it not opening? Hello? I need the firing range. There we go. Okay. So you can do... Oh no, I can't get in here. Never mind. Well, since you can... I hope you know that you can actually move the smoke as you are shooting it. If you hold your left click as you're throwing out the smoke screen. So using that, you might be able to sneak around really well, create paths for you to run through the smoke and get behind them. I actually had some pretty good luck with Roy trying to do stuff like that. Well, that could work. That could work with Roy. D-Wolf, though, that's going to be harder. And D-Wolf is going to be a lot harder, I think. Good luck to you, soldier. Good luck to you. That was some nice gaming, man. Almost 3 wins. Thank you, and see you next time. I am watching out for the K437 setup video. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the games, Jumpy. We actually had a good little record today. I'm surprised at how many we actually won. It usually doesn't go this well. So thank you for joining into the matches and the stream. I appreciate that, Jumpy. Do you make loadouts for Operation? I do not. I do not yet. I want to. Sadly, I do not yet. Because I am trying to get at least one video out for every single weapon on the warfare mode first, and then I want to move on to operations. Maybe like include an extra video or something like that for operations. But I'm not really an operations player as much as I want to later on. I do want to do it, but I've been super focused on warfare because I don't have much time I don't have much time in general, because I do have an actual job too, so it's kind of hard to find time. But I will be doing operation stuff in the future, for sure. Just not for now. I don't really have much for now. Let me actually send you the code for the new 725 here. Grab this right here. Just for you guys. Let me copy this over for you, because I don't want to forget to send it. It's a good test here. Oh yeah. There we go. Another assault operator, no more recon operators. Yeah, I'm very surprised about that. I am extremely surprised, because there's only 2 supports, and there's only 2 recons. So I really thought it would be a support or a recon. I don't even care which one. Although, actually, I would have preferred it to be another support, because not enough people play the healers. Not enough people play the medics. And I was thinking that maybe a 3rd medic would help, because people need to play medic more, damn it. Since everybody already plays these 2, so I really thought maybe they would do another one of these, but kind of sad, a little disappointed that it was another assault, but hey, it must have been for a reason. It must have been, because I'm sure they see the numbers. I'm sure they have numbers behind the scene that they're basing those decisions on, for sure. I just ran through 10 operators with the 725 and Night Trench using Knox that didn't hear me at all. Hell yeah, exactly. That's what I love to see, because Knox's ultimate is the ultimate, like, middle finger to, what's her name, to Luna. Luna is powerless against Knox, so you're able to do stuff like that a lot easier, since they can't really hear you, and therefore shoot it. Well, they're shooting at you actually doesn't light you up. It doesn't light you up on their screen, and they can't use their ultimate on you when you have your ultimate on. It's perfect. It's amazing for sneaking. I love that. I love that. Love Knox for that type of gameplay. I do like that. I hate operations so much, man. I literally only grinded it to get the K430. That's literally what I did. I grinded it early just to get the K437. 100%. I can't say that I hate it, though. I don't hate it. It's okay. I just think it would be much better, at least for me. I would play it more if there were wipes, which I know people don't like wipes, but I do, because as soon as you stop playing it, everybody now is too far ahead of you for you to put up a good fight. You can't really fight with the other people just because everybody's so far ahead, because there's no wipes anymore. I don't know, or I guess not anymore. There never was. But that's just me, though. I think I would enjoy a wipe for that, and then I would play more. But I'm gonna have to just get good and play operations anyways if I want to make videos on it. So it is an enjoyable game mode. I like the extraction game mode. I like it. But in this game, half works for me. Half, about half. Can't wait for it. I gotcha. I gotcha. Hey, Ox, did you play Hogwarts Legacy, plus are you on the Harry Potter? Oh, man, I hate to say it, but I have not seen either one of those things. And you know what the issue was? When I was a child, my parents were watching Harry Potter. And I was just minding my own business, just walking around the house, eating. I don't know. What do kids do? They, like, trip and, like, what else do they do? I don't know what they do, but I'm assuming I was tripping around the house. And I walked into the living room, tripped real quick, and I saw my parents were watching something on the screen, and I got real close to the TV, and I realized there was a huge spider. A huge one. It was huge, and it was a Harry Potter movie, by the way. I don't know which one, but it was like in the woods, and there was a huge spider, and that was the scariest thing I had ever seen in my life. And ever since, I have never seen a Harry Potter movie. A single one. I have not. I've seen a total of like 10 seconds of Harry Potter, in which there happened to be a huge hairy spider, and I never watched it again. I was also like 5 years old, but yeah, probably less actually. I was probably like 4. But as an adult though, I never actually got interested. I don't know why. I never got too interested. Well, the one that I am interested in right now though is Dune. That whole world, I guess, the whole realm or world or just the story. Realm, there's a word to this, the novel, I guess, right? Since the game came out, I had never really interested in doing it at all until now that the game came out, and I'm hooked. I'm about to buy the books. I'm buying the whole collection, the whole damn thing. But I never played Hogwarts Legacy either. I thought it was cool, but I never got into it for some reason. It's a single player game, I think, right? Hogwarts Legacy, and that's the issue. I don't really play many single player games. That's one of the things. Yeah. Maybe I should at some point. I don't know. Not toxic. Hips don't lie. They really don't. She looks like Shakira sometimes. Yeah. That's great. Oxy makes Sundays much more enjoyable. Peace, brother. See you next time. Hoot, Creaky. Thank you very much for the kind words. I really appreciate that. That's very sweet. Thank you. Not gonna lie, when I think about the new gun, probably also will be early in operations. That's really what I'm thinking, but there was a lot of feedback about how people did not enjoy that. So the devs definitely heard that. Now, what are they going to do with that information? Do they still want it to go the same way? Like, is that a set in stone thing that they want? Or do they think that people are right? Who knows? We'll find out. We'll find out. I have hope that it will be available in Warfare from day one. I have hope. Because there was so much bad feedback, there was a lot of people talking about that, how they didn't enjoy that. So I'm not entirely sure. I just have hope. We'll see. But if the past is any indication of the future, that's probably exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be still in operation. So we'll see. I'll be honest, operations, I always left my mates alone just to loot the that's exactly what I did, Jumpy. I swear. As soon as I just wanted the goddamn. So. Actually, I didn't find it, like, the first day that I played in Operations. I didn't find it at all, right? At all. Because I was doing easy mode. I was not even a high enough level, right? So to do hard. And I didn't know that, right? And I was actually getting help. I did this on stream. I was getting help, too, from Phenomenal. Wonderful man. So, I was getting help. We didn't find it. Went to hard mode. And I found it off stream. After I had already spent maybe, like, 18 hours on finding this damn thing. Finally found it, and then I died. And then it happened again, and then I died. And then the third time I got fed up, I did a party thing that, like, they autofill, there we go. And they autofilled the party. And the two random people that were there with me, I told them that I was going for the K437, and as soon as I found one, they were going to a fight, and as soon as I found one, I just ran away. And I told them, sorry guys, I hate to do this to you, but I got the K437, I hope you understand, and I left. I just completely left. And all I hear on the voice comms is just them dying, calling out where people are, and they died, and I came out with my K437. And it was totally worth it, and I'll do it again. It was the second one. I watched it when I was like 7 or 8. It was kind of scary, right? It's not just me, right? Okay. Yeah, like it happened when I was like too young. I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I got uber scared. And the thing is, and what didn't help about that is that those big ass spider ideas were already part of my dreams, like part of my nightmares, because there was some dumbass movie from like 1978 or something like that. That had radioactive spiders that became way bigger than houses. They were like 3-story building-sized spiders that were killing people. And I just happened to walk as they were watching a movie like that. It was just playing on the TV. I don't even think there was anybody in the damn living room that day. And I just sat there watching that movie. And it was the worst thing that I ever did to myself. Now, from that point on, I hate spiders. I will burn them from that day on. So then, naturally, right after that, knowing that Harry Potter had a damn spider in it like that, I just never watched it after that, for sure. Yeah, spiders are a big deal breaker for cinema, right? They make it even worse than in real life. Spiders in cinema and games sometimes are so much worse than in real life. They actively make them look worse, like scarier. Or like more repulsing, I guess, because like more hairs. They make weird noises. What spider in your life have you ever heard make a noise? None. They don't make noises. But whatever noises they pick in the movies and in the games where there's spiders is the worst thing I've ever heard. It just like cringes me. Like it makes my whole body cringe, right? And it doesn't make any sense because they don't even do that in real life. I just go and kill them in real life. But in movies and TVs, they make them so much worse. It's crazy. Hogwarts Legacy is not a game for you then? There's huge spiders. Oh, fuck that. Yeah, no. I went to Disney to the Harry Potter ride. Nobody told me that they included the spider scene in there. And that's where they take the picture. They take the picture when you're in the section of the big ass spiders that are spitting on you. That's when they take it. I was young, and it's embarrassing, but the picture has me with my eyes covered with my hands, right? Because I didn't want to see that shit. I had my eyes covered with my hand, my thumbs in my ears because I didn't want to hear it, while like looking down like that. And it's just a bright flash. Just, I reflect. I'm a little white. I don't tan much, right? So all you see is this white blob right there because of the flash, right? Holding his eyes closed with like hands right here, the thumbs in the ears. I don't. Nobody told me. They should have told me, and I hate them for it. I didn't know that was a thing. Aside from the game having the spiders, I didn't know that the Disney ride had it. That just actually, Jumpy, you just totally reminded me of that. But yeah, it was my god. What is up? What is up, Airwick? How are you doing? How are you doing today? Is that shotgun a one shot? Yes, it is. It is up to. I've been yapping so goddamn much, I swear. It is a one shot up to, what was it? Like, let me see here. I was pressing the wrong button again. I think it was like 25, I think? Hold on. Is this No, okay, it was around 20. Let's see. It might have been one more meter. Yeah, no, I think it was like about 18. Here we go. Something like this. It is a one-shot up to pretty far distances that you really... There we go. Yeah, that's what it was. Around 18, 19 meters. It's probably about 20 because you do have to take into account the distance from here where I stand to here. You do have to take that distance into account because the meters here is counting from here, from this little section. That's what I put it at, which was 18. So add like a meter and a half. Add about a meter and a half of distance here. So it's around less than 20 meters. If you're aiming down sights. If you're aiming down sights, it is a one-shot kill at this range. If you're not aiming down sights, it's around half of that. But yes, it is a one-shot kill, and that is the only reason why it's good. That is the only reason, because of the distance that you can get that one-shot kill at. Yeah, absolutely, Airwick. Absolutely. Ooh, Dune is amazing. It's a play on politics right now, actually, of what is happening, although it was written a long time ago. Yeah, I mean, 1965. 1965, and they dive into a lot of, like, interesting, I guess, like, religious aspects, kinda? Like, in like, a fun way. It's a good, from what I could find from the story of the game itself. It seems to be very good. I'm extremely intrigued, and I can't wait to actually read it. There's not a lot of things that I will sit down and use my time on, but that I do think that will be one of them. I'm buying the whole collection for sure. Yeah, bro. Same. I open the boxes so often it's easier mode without realizing I need normal mode. But the first time I found it and extracted it, still extraction is horrible. Yeah, exactly. I did so many in easy, but the thing is, I realized it after a while. I think somebody told me in the chat. I realized it, but there was still no way for me to move to hard mode because I still was not a high enough level, and it kind of sucked. It was way too long, but at least now I could start off from hard mode and hope that I can get the new weapon, if they do it the same way, for sure. I got an operations from a guy that was trying to hipfire on a bad hipfire. Ooh, damn, got him good. That's what he gets. That's what he gets for having a bad hipfire build. But I do have to say, as someone who has grinded for this gun, I think they even released it too early. Like, what do you mean? Like, in terms of unlocking it for everyone? Really? Because they did it halfway through the season. You think that was too early? Interesting. So, is that because they made the choice to make it unlockable in operations? You think that the time frame was too early for everybody to unlock? Is that what you're saying? Or if they released it for everybody, operations and warfare, At the same time, would you have thought that that was too early? I don't know. But I'm assuming that you're saying too early for everybody to unlock just because it was supposed to only be available through operations at the beginning. That's kind of what it sounds like, for sure. The movie universe, I wish I was lived in Harry Potter, so it's beautiful, and the game Hogwarts Legacy made it kind of happen. I feel so nostalgic when I play it. It was one of the best movie series for me. Yeah, no, I have realized that once you really get invested in a universe, like in some kind of cinematic universe, being able to live it makes such a difference. Like the environment, the feeling that you get out of it, especially if you read it early on in your life, it definitely feels like a wonderful time. Like actually very, very good. Just very there's a word that I'm looking for that I can't find right now. But just cathartic? Cathartic? Oh my god, I can't. I need a dictionary. But just good. Good. Yes. Reveal of this spider picture at 100,000 subs. It's so embarrassing. I don't even think I would do it on 1,000,000. I swear. I would. That would have to be some shit that gets leaked if at any moment my viewership grows enough where I'm like hanging out with other streamers or something. Like I don't know. That would have to be something crazy for that to leak. Oh man. The thing is, I say that I was young, but I wasn't that young either, so it makes it even worse. Like, oh my god, it was the most reaction that I've ever had in my life. It was crazy. Try Pet Spider. They help a lot to understand that it's not that bad to fear spiders. It is bad to own a spider and be afraid of them. Oh no, I bet. I will never do that, but I bet. Yeah, no. I guess I kind of have a pet spider. There's 2 spiders in this house that I let live so that they can deal with any mosquitoes that come into the door. I don't know if that counts as a pet spider. I let them live. Is that enough? I don't know. I think they're my pets. They're hanging out. As long as they don't go below... If they stay up at the ceiling, right? If they don't go down, I'm happy. As long as they stay up there, they can continue living. I won't do anything. So I'm not that bad. I'm not that scared of spiders, right? Not anymore, at least. I'm not that bad. If they continue their life up there, they don't interact with me or my girlfriend, then they're fine. They're fine to live. They can live happily. So I have 2 pet spiders in this house. The spiders are basically only in the second movie. Only the rest are different things. If you want, you can skip it, but you shouldn't miss a lot. You wouldn't miss a lot. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's just since I didn't start it, like I need something about me in general is like, for example, I watched Avatar, the really old anime, like the Aang, right? Yeah. So I watched that one, and I was never really too invested in the first episode or 2, right? Because I didn't really like. I was just trying it for trying it because my girlfriend asked me to try it with her. Because that was like one of her favorite animes. And so I was trying it just for her, basically. And I was really not that invested. I really wasn't into it. But then after a while, I built a liking to those characters, and therefore I started enjoying the show. And I kind of feel like that's how it goes with me for every series, every universe, every fiction, art, whatever it might be. Like, I need to get invested in this realm, in this universe, in this world, in these characters. I need to get invested in them. That there needs to be a reason that happens. Like, there needs to be a way for that to happen. So for Avatar, it was because my girlfriend asked me to try it with her. I really didn't care for it until she asked me. And that's kind of how I feel about Harry Potter. There we go. If somebody, like, something needs to happen where I encounter that universe and I get invested before I actually give it a real try. Because in my head, I'm thinking, am I really going to try this right now? Or can I record a video, do another script, figure out another build, play Mario Kart, like stuff that I already know is guaranteed to give me good feelings, like stuff that makes me feel good, guaranteed, versus something that is not guaranteed because I'm not invested. That type of thing. That's pretty much the only reason why. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I do understand the logistics of Dune because I'm Shia. We believe in the actual Mahdi. So the character of Paul Atreides is manipulating the sand people, posing as the Mahdi is kind of what is happening right now. Dude, you know the whole story. Holy shit. Wait a minute. Wow. That's actually crazy. Yeah, no, I'm trying to be like you, my boy. I'm trying to be like you. I don't know the full story yet. I've only read like a little bit because of the game itself. Like I only understand a couple of things from it. And I can tell that there's a lot of stuff that, well, at least I don't know if I'm telling correctly. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But it looks like there's a lot of things from Arabic culture in general, like as a inspiration, which is kind of interesting. I've never seen something like that before, especially made in 1965. That's crazy. So it's pretty cool. And I do not know enough about the story to be able to talk to you about it yet. Yet, I want to be, because I'm actually invested in that world now. I'm so invested, especially with the damn worms. Alright, come on, Knox, enough yapping, let's play last round. I can't, Jumpy, I can't, I gotta end the stream, I gotta go eat, my girlfriend's gonna kill me. I gotta go eat. I can't do that, I literally can't do that. I gotta stop yapping, for sure. So you have spiders that let you exist on their hunting grounds. Yeah, there we go, exactly. They don't mess with me, I don't mess with them. This might be their hunting grounds and they let me exist. That's fine. I'm also letting them exist in my home. Actually, one question about the M4A1. I'm using your build, but the Spectrum Blitz appearance uses the M7 practical suppressor. Like this piece has a custom skin. Yeah, that's the thing with a lot of the skins. If you care about the looks, just use whatever they come with. But I don't, so I just replace them. I just replace whatever they come with. I don't really care. But that's just my thing. I mean, for sure. You could replace it. You could use the M7 practical suppressor. It just won't be as good. But you could use it. It's the muzzle, so it's not going to change a huge amount. A huge amount is not going to change, but it'll still be good. You're just going to have to control more recoil, for sure, to have a better looking gun. However, my question is if you can run the M7 for the... I can't really recommend it. It's really not the best. But if you're going to get satisfaction out of using it, by all means, put that shit on. By all means. Just, you have to get used to the recoil, though. You have to get used to the new pattern. So go into the firing range, shoot against the wall for a while, that type of thing. Definitely got to get used to it if you want to be stylish, you know? Just like in real life, beauty is pain. Just like that, but in the game. I had a friend that was afraid of dogs, and one day he got a dog, the little thing died, and lost a friend. Oh, no way. Oh, man. Oh, brother. That is... Damn. That sucks. I'm sorry for that. Damn. I didn't read the book. I only watched the movies of Dune. Or that. Yeah, that's true. I mean, watching the movies would probably be a good introduction for me. For sure. That might be a better introduction for sure. Alright, my man. Thanks again. Have a great evening. See you next time. Hey, thank you for all the games. That was wonderful. No problem for, hey, you know, just being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for hanging out here with me today and hearing me yap. A lot of things came to mind today. Definitely a lot of yapping. Alright, y'all, thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate all of you guys, especially the builds that you have sent me to. Got a lot of ideas, especially from yours, Apolka. Got a lot of ideas from that one, too. Really appreciate every single one of you guys here. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Very fun stream. I always love to do this. Next one is probably going to be a Mario Kart stream on a random-ass day next week. Probably like Thursday or something. Random day, Mario Kart. It's going to happen. I want to learn. I want to get good. And I just got the console. So stay tuned for that. But I will see you guys on the next one. I will out.